Alright, so welcome to session 2.5 of the Wildmount campaign. So our group found themselves vacationing in Palma Flora, specifically on Flora Island at the Riptide Inn and Tavern. It was supposed to be a nice vacation for everyone involved that was going to involve just a bunch of drinking and some relaxing, maybe a bit of swimming and watching some shark hunting. It quickly turned south when the annual shark hunting tournament was interrupted by a massive earthquake and some shark-loving Sahuagin. The group scrambled to counter the raiding Sahuagin and quickly discovered that the island itself seemed to be sinking into the very ocean. After rescuing as many survivors as they could, including an alcohol-loving chicken named Patrick, the group boarded the Wave Chaser and set sail as far away from Palma Flora as they could get. Shortly after, the ship's captain, a shifty female tabaxi known as Three Earrings, called the group into her cabin for a meeting. She informed the party she had some serious information about what happened back on Flora Island. She claims the attack was caused by a female Sahuagin named Silikai, who recently took control of the Sahuagin Sharkfeather clan and wields unusual powers. She carries a magic scepter that has been recognized as a rod of retribution and has become a conduit for unearthly levels of magical power. She says if the party can return to Flora Island, travel to the depths that it now resides in, and take the rod from Selikai, she will pay them a total of 1,000 gold pieces. She says she has no claim over the rod other than that a buyer asked her to procure it for them. The party agrees to her terms and the Wave Chaser heads off toward Bisaft Isle to seek out a shaman who lives beyond the small port. The shaman apparently has charms of water breathing that will allow the party to travel to the depths of Flora Island and retrieve said magical artifact. So, during the trip, Florg the Borgless became fast friends with Berth. Now, if you guys remember, Berth was the more gambler-sided sailor that worked here on the Wave Chaser. So the gambler sees anyone who reads as intelligent, and he spent most of the time trying to talk with you about your travels and your knowledge kind of in general. Berth told Flurg that he usually dislikes people, and he finds Book to be the best types of friends. Scott...
Which I heartily agree with.
Yeah, and then Scott and Dejarkle, who's the half-orc, traded stories of your druidic origins during the travel. Dejarkle introduced him to Blue Jay, who is named Connor. That's like her pet that she has, basically, that hangs around with her. So, after traveling for 3 days unobstructed, the Wave Chaser pulls into the small port of Bisaft. Upon arrival, you notice the local Bisaftans are extremely friendly and helpful to all the refugees. They spring tents up all along the inner city, and small vessels are sent out to nearby ports to request aid. It appears the Menagerie Coast may be large, but the people truly do look out for each other. Bisaft Isle itself seems to be a warm and balmy place, particularly in the early morning as it is now. The whole port smells of fresh rain. So, as you guys are stepping off of the ship right now, you were kind of instructed by the captain, who you guys are now kind of working for, Three Earrings. She told you essentially get to the island, try to figure out exactly where this shaman, witch doctor, whatever it might be, find out where she lives, and try to go out there and essentially speak with her. Try to get these talismans that will allow you guys to breathe underwater. So luckily, when you get off, right there in the port inside the town, there's actually some really cool information. There's a big sign. It gives notice that there's an apothecary in town, a general goods store, a smithy, and a meadery and inn. But you guys don't see anything about this witch doctor, so it's going to take a little bit of investigation. Again, we have Eric, who is joining us today as Harkon, or Chef. I guess, Eric, once your point kind of comes up, once we get to where your character will jump in, we'll have you do just a very basic character introduction, kind of tell everybody a little bit about your character, and then we'll hop into it right from there. That should probably in about, I would imagine, 15 minutes from right now, so I guess just hang tight.
Absolutely.
All right.
If anyway, I think the apothecary would be a good place to look for a witch doctor.
Okay, well, the sign says apothecary points off to the left. So what it's actually going to be doing is, you follow it, and you hope basically you run into a sign for it. Is that kind of what you two want to do right now?
What do you think, Florg? Hello? Bones?
Sounds great. He loves it.
Oh. I am in concurrence. Let us find the medicine shop.
Doing a bit of morning drinking.
also have a cool little picture here too.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
Dashing.
That's kind of what I assume this place would look like. So, you
I
guys
like it.
walk for about 6-7 minutes. You ask some locals. They tell you the apothecary is pretty much down the road, about a quarter mile. You guys come upon a small wooden building. It really seems to actually be sturdily built. It's reinforced on both sides of it with basically wood, different types of shoring. The smell of various strong herbs can be smelled as you guys get about 50 feet away from it. Do you guys want to go ahead and walk inside?
Before we
Absolutely.
do, can I make
Yeah.
a nature check to potentially smell out any certain herbs that Scott might be interested in? Hint. Hint.
Absolutely.
Does it smell like skunk?
It does not smell like skunk, but you get the very faint kind of scent of lavender that's kind of overpowering the other herbs and spices that you actually have. There's about 13 of them actually that are kind of wafting into your nose right now. But lavender is definitely the strongest one. You do know that lavender typically is burned as a cover smell, almost as sage would be, for some of the more illicit type of herbs and spices.
Just what I'm looking for. Alright, let's go.
Right behind you, good sir.
Okay, so you guys walk up. There's a small wooden door. It swings open very easily. Inside, there's several shelves filled with various, trinkets, baubles, magical reagents, spellcasting stuff. There's a female sea elf who's standing behind the corner, or the counter. She says, greetings to you, friends. What can old Nadia help you with?
Hey, we needed to know if you had any information on the... we heard there was a witch doctor somewhere around here.
She kind of looks at you guys and she's like, yes, there is in fact a witch doctor that does in fact live nearby. This is a picture of Nadia right here. She says, yeah,
Alright.
she actually lives on the northeastern exit. You're going to have to walk about, I would say, maybe 2 to 3 miles. You just follow the jungle. It's relatively safe in the start. But yeah, she does live back there, with her turtle-like self. What exactly are you looking for her? Can I help you with anything?
We were told by our captain she might have something of interest we might need that we could purchase from her. Something about an amulet.
Well, she does make some rather interesting magical items, usually for a fee or a favor. She might be able to help you with that, yes.
Thanks for the tip. By the way, I happen to smell some pretty strong lavender. You wouldn't happen to have... Scott kind of leans in a bit. Wouldn't have any, dank root?
She kind of looks left to right real quick, and she's like, we in fact do not have dank root, but we do have spiffy root and goblin root. Are you interested in either of those?
I'll take some... How much for some spiffy?
Dear
Minor-
Lord.
Minor drug deal going on.
No, you pulled, dude. The way you said that, you pulled me in. I was like, am I listening to Critical Role again? Like, whoa.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Well, part of it's just like the fact that it sounds recorded.
She,
But it was like, oh my gosh.
she kind of reaches underneath the counter, and you actually hear her
I feel my ego just went through the damn roof there.
Calm down there, Jeremy Crawford. So you reach your hand underneath the counter, or she does, sorry, and you actually hear what sounds like
Just
a,
reach back, pull some coin from the register. You want this back? You'll give me that spiffy.
and she kind of starts. It sounds like she's actually spinning something, and she manages to kind of grab onto something, and she pulls it down, and then her other hand goes underneath the counter, and she pulls back, and there's a small hempen bag. And there's a strange kind of greenish, almost smoke that's whiffing out of the bag. And she puts it down. And she kind of looks at you. And she says, for 1 ounce, I charge 13 gold.
I'll have to come. Man, those are some good prices. I'll come back here. And I set down 13 gold.
And she gladly takes the gold, bites it real quick, and then kind of looks like she puts it back in that little cubicle area, probably trying to hide the under the counter money.
The literal under the counter sales.
Yeah. And then after that, actually, she looks over at Florg and she kind of gives you like a sideways glance. She's like, "Well, I see the druid got what he wanted, but you appear to be a magic user. Can I help you with anything? Do you need any reagents? I'm fully stocked right now."
Uh, yes, madam. And I hand her this list. I just have a humble list that I need to have filled.
Is the list humble or no?
No, I sent it in chat.
Oh, did you? Okay, let me
Yeah.
see. Discord?
Discord, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have put it in the other one. I should have thought of that.
Gum arabic, cured leather,
I'm fucking up that side. Don't worry about that.
a bit of
Pressing
wood,
all the wrong buttons.
That was fine.
mica, and fine inks for one spell. She looks at you and she's like, I do have 2 uses worth of ink you could probably get. Hold on one sec, let me check. And she actually walks and there's like a small little, basically, area kind of in the back. And she doesn't walk into it, she just puts her hand in. And there's like a curtain that covers it. She starts fumbling around on a counter or something, you're imagining. You hear a bunch of bottles clinking, and she pulls out this small, lightly glowing blue ink. And she walks up, and it's about a quarter of the way filled. And she puts it down on the countertop. Then she runs around, she grabs you a little bit of cured leather, about a quarter of a strip, which you imagine could really give you, actually, I would say maybe 10 uses worth of your spell. And she grabs you a little pouch of gum arabic, and she grabs you also some mica. The one thing, she kind of looks at you a little cross-eyed, and she's like, "You want wood? You realize there's trees everywhere. I won't turn down a sale, but I'm also trying
Oh,
to
I'm
help
sorry.
you."
That I already had. No, sorry, I forgot to take that out of the list, Roscoe.
Okay, no
So
worries.
actually, I feel like that's fine.
And she looks at you, and she's like, "I'll give you the whole lot for 53 gold."
That sounds fair. And I give her 53 gold.
Perfect. And she takes this and actually opens the register, and then she distributes the gold and the silver, the various coins you paid her with, into the register.
And that was 2 uses of ink?
Yeah, 2 uses of ink.
Okay. Cool. And I think that's and then mica. How much of use of each one is it?
You get about, we'll say 10 of each. So 10
Okay,
gum
cool.
arabic, 10 leather, 10 mica.
Cool. And then what is, just looking around, what is there anything else?
Anything else of interest?
53. Yeah, is there anything else that we might be interested in on the shelves?
I mean, it looks like everything in here is just kind of general stuff. Anything you could actually find in the
Okay.
equipment manual.
Gotcha.
Inside the player's handbook. So if you guys need anything like that,
One-
spell reagent, you can definitely purchase it from her. You could even do that behind the scenes. We won't have to roleplay all, all
Okay,
of that.
cool.
One thing I want to ask is, does she have like plant seeds? More specifically, like maybe some for like tomatoes or like farming shit.
She actually kind of looks at you and she's like, I don't really process traditional seeds. You actually might be able to try over at the general goods store. Little Hagrid could probably help you.
All right, I appreciate.
Of course.
Well-
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Does she seem to have any herbs that would be useful for later?
What kind of herbs you talking about?
That was what I was going to ask you. At some point, would you be able to, if it's possible, can you forward me your homebrew rules for herbalism?
Oh, yeah, I can definitely do that. I'll
Yeah.
probably just...
Do you
give
have
her all
homebrew
those
rules for
herbs.
herbalism, Kit?
Yeah, I do. I have a whole homebrew thing I made for it a couple years ago.
I can.
Right,
I don't need it right now. Just whenever.
Yeah, I'll
Get
have
it
to
later.
find it. It's in my email somewhere.
Sounds good. I think I'm all good.
All right.
Well, thank you for your help, madam. We shall be on our way. If you're ready, Scott.
Much as I'll ever be.
And she gives you a little bit of a bow and says, "Thank you for your patronage. Have a great day."
And I give her a bow back.
All right. So you guys also heard. Basically, you know now where this apothecary, essentially, or not the apothecary. Sorry,
The witch
this
doctor.
witch doctor lives outside of town. There's also the sign for the general goods store, the smithy, and the meadery. Do you guys want to check any of those out?
I don't think I need any.
I
I don't think I
might
need
be
any
good.
weapons.
Maybe,
And you
you know
guys,
what? I want to go to the smithy just to see what he has in case there might be. I don't need anything, but if he has something interesting, or perhaps if he might have something another party member might need, good to
Okay.
know now.
Alright, so as you guys actually start heading over toward the smithy, which is on the opposite side of town, you guys come upon it's a stone building wrapped in what appears to be like large banana leaves, and they lay on the northern side of town. There's a clanging of a hammer upon steel that can be heard from inside. There's a large sign that lays out front that reads, "The Clover's Hammer." You guys notice there's several harpoons and spears that are hanging against the wall outside.
I'm tempted to get a harpoon just for Joel
Yeah.
or whatever the guy's name was.
well, for ourselves too. Shoot.
I don't really use harpoons. I doubt I'd have any kind of proficiency like that. But it does not hurt to check.
I just dropped off the face of the earth here. Hold on.
I think it's a spear or trident.
There's actually
Yeah, probably, or a javelin.
I just treat it like
Yeah.
a spear more than anything, because you can
Yeah.
also throw a spear.
Well, yeah, javelin.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't have proficiency in that, but I can still use it.
You just don't add your proficiency bonus to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have proficiency in simple weapons?
No, I have daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs,
Oh,
and
that's
light
right.
crossbows.
He's a wizard.
Yeah.
He's
very-
a wizard,
You're a
Harry.
wizard, Harry.
Funny, because by D&D rules, Harry Potter would actually be a sorcerer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's true.
You're a sorcerer, Harry.
Do light
Yeah, sorcerer, hey.
do light crossbows still get penalties underwater?
Light crossbows do not actually get penalties underwater. Ironically,
Okay.
according to the player's handbook.
It
That's
kinda
weird
makes
and doesn't make fucking sense.
know.
But okay.
I know.
I'm gonna see if he. Well, he actually. You know what? It's probably too expensive. I don't think I have money for that.
Okay. You guys want to go inside? I take it.
Yeah, I'm just following him for now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find some cool
So
shit.
it's got like saloon-style doors in the front. So inside's the makings of a small yet remarkably well-maintained blacksmith. There's a red-haired humanoid that stands against the far wall. She turns around and glances at you, and she's wearing like the blacksmith's apron. And no, Daniel, you're gonna get a kick out of this, but the actual lady, this is the actual name. Ah, well met. Name's Keisha. How can I be of service to you?
You
boy.
made that up. You made that
I
up.
swear to God, it's a real thing. This is a real thing. She's
son of a
in
bitch.
Critical Role too. That's what I cracked up about.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hello there. Yep. I guess Scott's just gonna look around the room. Is there anything that would immediately catch his eye beyond the harpoon?
I mean,
Perhaps a like anything that would be, I guess, interesting to a druid, because he doesn't know martial weapons.
so is
So
go ahead.
I would say
was
just
gonna
cool shit, like a great sword or something would be cool to him.
So when you guys walk in here, give me a sec to pull this up. No, that's not what I want. Adventure. Oh, here it is. Oh no, that's adventure gear. Why is that not? I'm just gonna open up D&D Beyond. It's easier. Sources, Player's Handbook.
What are you looking for?
Just equipment in general.
Oh, I got it open.
Alright, so you guys are looking for different types of, like, weapons right now, or what exactly?
Do I see? I'm gonna look at the light cross. Does she have a light crossbow?
She does, in fact, have a light crossbow.
Okay.
She has
Could
two
I
of them.
look at that light crossbow, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. And she kind of walks over to the wall where it's actually mounted, and she stands about 6 feet tall, but her arms are very long. And she reaches up and just kind of grabs a light crossbow with one hand, walks over, kind of puts it on this. It's not so much like a, I guess like a bartering table. It's actually just like a big smith's table. It looks like she actually works on this table, but it's been cleared off. And she kind of
Like a
puts it down
workbench,
for you.
How much would you like for this?
She kind of looks at it. She's like, 25 gold.
Sounds good. I will take it.
All right, wonderful. Oh, you need some corals with it too, huh?
Ooh, I don't have money for corals.
You don't have money for
I
corals.
don't. No, that was my last bit.
Need me to spot you some?
If you would, good sir, I would be in your debt.
Sure thing. How much extra do you need?
How much are corals?
There's martial ranged. Why does it not have? I know they're in here because I just saw them recently.
That's armor.
Arrows, crossbow bolts, 1 gold piece for 20.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, you know what? I can afford that. 1 gold piece. Perfect. And so I hand over the gold and probably pick it up with a little bit more glee than I would prefer to admit.
Okay. There's
So.
a picture of Keisha too. I forgot to pop that up.
Nice. That's cool. Got red eyes too.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your generosity, though, Scott. Appreciate it.
not a problem, man.
And Keisha just kind of like looks at both of you. She's like, "Oh, is there anything else I can get for you? I mean, we got tons of stuff here. We got armor. I mean, the most expensive stuff usually runs about 200 gold, but everything else below that's about standard market price. You'll find throughout the whole area over here."
I think I'm good if you are, Flord.
I think I've finished my business for today.
All right.
You have a nice day, Miss Keisha.
Oh, you too as well. Oh, by the way, are you guys a part of the ship that just came in? We just had some of the refugees come in earlier. They bought some slings. What exactly happened over there?
The island near Palmaflora sunk, and so we grabbed some of them up off before it sunk onto that ship. It's quite tragic, but I mean, hey, we got them.
I heard
Some
there
of
was
them were sharks.
Sahuagin involved too. That's pretty startling. Oh, I always thought they could find them back up there. I mean, everybody knows about the shark hunting tournament that happens every year. I saw it a couple of years ago. It was great. I had so much fun.
Yeah, the Sahuagin were there.
There
Some
seem
of
to
them
be
attacked.
more. There seem to be more than what I've been led to believe. They usually don't attack in such numbers.
Interesting. Well, thanks for the info. I appreciate it. You'll have a good one. I'll see you around. I'll be here.
Have a nice day.
Hope you have a good one.
All right.
We both sound like we're stoned out of our minds.
Yeah, as we leave, yeah, Scott's gonna look at the floor and go, "I don't know about you, but they didn't taste this. Those things didn't taste how I expected them to."
Oh, did
they'd
I
be
take some
more
of your stuff?
Huh?
Like some of your herbs that you bought? Did we both have some?
Maybe.
It's very
do you
possible.
have a method of smoking?
Well, it's very possible that
pipe?
you just handed the
Maybe
herbs to
you
him.
probably just got some residual.
No, not that. You probably we probably had a whole conversation. You handed him like a roll or something. And he just started chewing on them, and it's just affecting him differently. Like just because they're plants, so he just threw them in his mouth raw and started chewing on them.
Got a root out of the bag, stuffed it in his pipe.
Yep.
Snapped his fingers, and Druidcraft lit it.
Nice.
Alright, so you guys had the general goods store and the meadery left, or you guys can head out to go meet this Tortle witch doctor.
One thing I forgot. I need to do
I-
an Arcana check on the ink.
Okay, go ahead. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh.
You actually know the ingredients that they use to make this now. When you first looked at it, I'll get you like what they are actually later. But they
Okay.
are exceedingly rare, and they're definitely going to be something you could probably create on your own from now on.
Yes.
For probably about half the price, you would imagine.
I love natural 20s on non-combat stuff. It makes all kinds of crazy things happen.
Scooter's puffing on his pipe. Some bubbles are coming out the end of it.
What's Scott's full name?
Scott Homage.
But that's it, Scott. Okay.
He goes by Scooter.
Okay, well, I'm obviously going to call him Scott for forever.
All right, well, the name's Scooter. Just call me Scooter, man. Scoots, Scott, whatever. It's all
Scoots.
good.
Master Scott. Yeah, I'm going with Master Scott now.
I had a girlfriend who called me that once.
Blew my load right in your face. Couldn't even stop.
I'm sorry, sir. What did you say? What did you say your name was? No, I'm assuming Eric stumbled upon us, or what?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
That's
you'll.
Okay.
All right, sweet. All right, so you guys gonna go? And
I say,
basically-
can we go to the general goods store real quick? There's one item I actually want to look for.
Okay, perfect. The general goods store. So,
I
this
want to
is.
look around and see if they have any, when we go enter, any fishing tackle.
Oh, okay. Actually, they definitely will. So, I mean, look at where you are. So it's one of the larger buildings. It's right near the actual dock, beside kind of where there's like the big warehouse where they keep stuff from the dock. And there's a large sign that states Hagrid's Odds and Goods. The inside, when you guys walk in, it's filled with shelves that are stocked with adventuring gear, all the seafaring gear, and every general good you could really imagine, particularly whatever you can find in the adventuring gear section of the player's handbook. A short gnome sits Indian style on the desk. He's wearing a purple robe and a purple hat. He smiles at you and he says, "Hello there, seafarers! Welcome to Hagrid's Odds and Goods. We're happy to help you with whatever you need."
Hey there, Hagrid. I have a little bit of a question. I'm looking for some supplies. I need some fishing tackle.
Oh yes, I love supplies and I love fishing tackle. What exactly type of tackle are you looking for? Are you looking for bobber? Are you looking for flies? Are you looking for line? Do you need a fishing rod? What about a net? Ooh, we have a couple nets in stock. Do you want a net?
I just need a line. I need some line. I need a rod.
Oh, oh.
Do you want a collapsible
Some
rod?
needle.
Do you want a steel rod? Do you want a 3-piece rod or a 4-piece rod?
Floor, do you know anything about rods?
I know quite a bit about rods.
Oh, dear
Large
Lord.
rods, small rods. How can I help you?
Yeah, some rods that's like not too big, but something you can fit in your hand well.
And when
Start
you rub
moving
on
on.
it, magic
he-
missile
he
comes out
looks-
the end.
He looks down at his half-orc hand. He says, "Well, I do have a rather big hand, so I'm not sure how big of a rod I'd be able to handle."
Mm. Let's go for a collapsible.
Hagrid just kind of looks
Some-
at you. He's like, "Perfect, I got just the thing." And he actually like kind of jumps off the counter, does a front flip, lands on his feet, and he skips up to the very front, kind of where you guys walked in. And there's a section of rods, basically fishing rods, and they're all priced at the. This is like he goes to like it seems like medium quality, and there's a little marker next to it that says 2GP, and he grabs it, he picks it up, and he kind of smacks it a little bit, and the whole thing collapses into, I would say it's about 8 inches long in a tube. It also looks pretty sturdy, like you could probably beat somebody over the head with it, and he kind of skips back over.
Fucking baton.
Yeah,
Makeshift baton.
and he has a little net set up on the edge of the counter he was sitting on, and he kind of scrambles up it very skillfully. And when he sits there, he actually kind of puts it up in front, and he's like, "Perfect. Okay, so what else do you need? So you need tackle now. Perfect. Hey, actually, I have a whole kit." And he hops back down, and he grabs this large box. It's actually exactly what you guys would think of as like a fishing tackle box. And he comes and he plops it down on the counter.
And before he climbs back up, I go, and while you're looking for stuff, I'm in the market for some lockpicks.
Lockpicks.
It's just general tools,
A Rogue's tool.
Yeah. I sometimes lock myself out of my own bag.
Your own bag, but can't you just open it? He kind of looks at you sideways.
Well, yeah, but it's then when I close it, I don't want anyone to get in, and I lock it.
I see.
Oh shit! Wait, where is that key? Is there a key? Scott's gonna lean in and go, Hey, Floor, can I tell you a secret?
Of course, my friend.
Scott kind of looks hesitantly left and right, looks at the shopkeep and back on Floor. Hi, dog.
What?
God, I have never smoked weed, and I have no idea how to play a stoner.
You just slow down your voice a lot.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. Talking a little softer, slowing down a bit.
I think you'd be
I mean,
doing
this is Florg's normal voice, so can't really tell if he's stoned or not yet.
tools.
10-4.
Let's see.
So what is your secret, friend? How can I help you?
I'm high, and I'm not sure if people notice.
Oh, it's okay. I'm Florg. Look around. Nobody notices at all. Do I need to do a deception check on that?
That's good.
How, is that okay? Is that okay there, Roscoe?
I mean, you can do an insight check if you care. Otherwise, you can just believe him.
Oh, I believe him.
Haggard's just kind of looking at you guys. He's like, okay, so Stony Baloney's, we do in fact have some thieves' tools.
Stony baloney.
He's like, so they're going to run you about 40 gold pieces for the actual toolkit itself. We don't sell individual lockpicks. It's more of just the whole kit.
Yeah.
He's like, a lot of people buy these because they like to go, dungeon diving, and there's a lot of ruins and other cool stuff around here too. There's a bunch of abandoned pyramids that are nearby, and a lot of good money in it if you know how to get into them. And these really help you get inside. You know what I mean? And he's kind of shaking a little bit.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm fine. 45 gold for the whole batch. It'll get you all your fishing stuff, and then you can also take this whole entire kit of thieves' tools. Everything's included. It's sealed. Got the whole maker's mark on it. Boop, there it is.
Okay. I think that sums up what I need, Florg, if you need anything.
Do you have oil skin, good sir?
Oil skin?
Oh wait,
What kind of oil
Never.
skin?
never mind. I retract my previous statement.
Are you sure? I have one.
Yes, I'm broke.
Oh.
I'm quite broke.
Oh, well, that's quite unfortunate.
Ooh, what about Hey,
What about
if you
physical
you-
favors?
Like, you don't have, like, a silver? That's
I
literally...
have not one copper to my name.
Holy shit.
That's impressive.
Well, okay, hope you don't have to buy anything later.
Me either, my friend. Me either.
Oh dear God! Oh.
I think if there's anything else. Ooh, fuck! God damn it! So there goes
We need
my
to
coat
get you
there.
out of. We need to get you out of here, Scott, before it becomes so painfully obvious that you are high.
Oh, you don't look high at all, is what Haggard said. You look totally fine, man. You're good. You like
weren't
purple?
You weren't supposed to hear that, young man.
I can hear real well.
Apparently,
Who's a parent?
Okay.
you apparently don't have any.
Oh yeah. Do you have any
Huh?
water skins?
Yeah, they died. Oh, water skins. Let me see. We in fact do. How many do you want? They're 2 silver a pop.
I'll take 2.
Okay, perfect. That'll be 4 silvers, please.
I give him a gold and
gives
ask for
you-
change.
Yeah, he gives you 6 silvers back.
And I'm gonna make a note. I'm assuming these 2 are empty, and I'm going to, in the future, fill these 2 with ale.
Oh, there you go.
Rail.
You do have
Hey,
the
Roscoe.
bakery as well. Don't forget about that. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
How do I add a weapon?
So if you go to the compendium, which looks like the eye over on the chat, you look the weapon up,
Oh.
click, and drag it directly into your character sheet.
Oh.
I'm gonna
cool.
AFK for like 2 more minutes, guys. Sorry, I gotta use the bathroom again.
Yeah, man, you're good.
Messed up my stomach.
You do what? There's a compendium?
Yeah, there's a whole compendium. You just go find the item and then click and drag it into your inventory.
Items. There we go.
No, jukebox,
The whole
collection,
player's handbook is in there.
journal,
It should show an eye.
jukebox, D&D 5th edition. Man, I've been doing this all fucking wrong. God damn it. Well, I got all my stuff written down in there.
What does SRD mean?
That's like the standard
That's
rule
the
book.
book it came.
Oh, gotcha.
Swords, Coast 1, and other one.
Battle axe, butcher.
Eberron came out too.
Eric, how do you have a +10 to attack with your weapon?
I don't know. I did it wrong. I am proficient and I have strength +4. No, though that +4 does. That shouldn't be there.
Hold on.
I think. So it should be. Yeah. That makes more sense now. So it's +4 plus the 2. Yeah. We're good.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
I thought the plus in that was the meant like I add my strength modifier. I thought the strength just meant it went off strength, but that adds it. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'll have a +10. Wait.
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
No.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so it said it accepted it, but it didn't come up.
What'd you add?
Light crossbow?
One sec.
And then I need to get rid of like these blank. Oh.
Let me see if I can do it. Light
Okay.
crossbow.
And then I need the bolt.
Item. Did you do the proficiency or did you use the item?
I did the item. Oh, proficiency. That's why. Okay, I got
There
you
it
now.
is. It just added.
Okay, so I needed the. Cool. How do I get rid of these blank ones?
Do you see the little lock icon?
Yeah.
You do that, and then you just click on the ones you don't want, and then you put it back to lock.
Okay, cool.
And you can do that with your inventory and stuff as well.
Awesome.
Cool. Your character sheet looks good.
Thanks. I like the automatic stuff, so you can do a lot more things that would normally just bog the game down.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you could find like individual stuff too if you want to look for like, oh, I need a new jug. You just type jug over into the compendium, and then you can click and drag it directly into your stuff.
Okay.
Stop telling me what to do, bitch.
All right.
I think I'm heavy as fuck.
Oh, I don't really care about weight as long as it's not out of control.
1 million weight.
You weigh 20, 27 pounds. That ain't too bad.
Oh no, that's I have. You see the ones that don't have weight on.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. They're not that bad.
Oh, you have a sack of horrors. Yes.
Yes.
A sack of what?
What do you think that contains?
Broken dreams?
Maybe. If you decide to partake.
Knowing you, probably penises.
No. Maybe. Actually, possibly.
Uh-oh.
When you say
Animal penises.
when you say possibly, you mean definitely, right?
Animal penises. There's Battle Axe. Yeah, it added all that to that. Unlock. Believe it. Lock. Javelin.
Did you just add
Ja-
sound effects?
Yeah,
There we go,
I have
hold on.
music in the background.
Javelin +3 means I have 3 javelins, right? I think so.
I don't think that's how that works, Eric.
How many
No?
beers have you had?
That's what I'm gonna.
Florg's gonna go find a place to sit where he can put his toes in the water and read his book.
Okay, cool.
Why do I have
When
two one-handed, two-handed?
No, Scott, can I borrow Patrick?
I don't
Scott
think Scott didn't have Patrick.
I thought Scott had Patrick. Who had Patrick?
No, it was Xanthus that had Patrick.
Oh, darn it. Okay, well, I can't take Patrick with me. I wanted to have Patrick on my shoulder like a parrot.
Just a chicken chilling on your shoulder.
Yep.
Are you trying to get rid of those, Eric?
No, I'm trying to see why I put it there.
I don't know.
I'm assuming they're the same as the top two.
They are, yeah. You can delete them if you want to.
That's weird. Why they added like 2 extra ones? Maybe that's for like if you critical or something. You just roll the below one.
No, because it automatically does the crit for you. I don't know. That's weird.
Oh. Yeah, that's really weird. Why is there a strength plus when you don't add that?
For what?
In the little cogwheel, like it says attack strength plus 0, proficient, and then damage.
It is.
It's 1d10 plus strength plus 0, but it's
Yeah.
already accounting for my plus 4 strength.
Yeah, that's in case you have a magical weapon that adds +1 or something like that.
Well, that's up there, but I'm talking about damage. Oh, I keep thinking it's strength plus. It's plus strength. I'm an idiot.
It's okay, Eric. We knew that.
Well, thanks, because I did it. Thanks for telling me.
You're welcome.
Ladder. Ooh, how much is a thing?
All right, Florg. So while you're sitting here with your toes in the water, hanging out, enjoying it, you got your book out. Which book are you reading right now?
I'm still working on green eggs and ham.
Okay. A small young boy, a human. I would say he's probably about 5 or 6 years old. He's got, I wouldn't say raggedy clothes on, but he's definitely not, upper society by any means. And he kind of walks up and he's like, "Oi, are you Raiden?
Am I? Excuse me. Am I who?
Are you Raiden?"
I'm not familiar with that person, Raiden.
No, Raiden. Like, what you doing?
Oh.
And he kind of points his hand toward the book.
I still don't know if Florg is smart or not. I really don't.
What's his intelligence?
It's 2 actually.
You're a
Plus
wizard
2.
and you're
Plus
intelligence is- Oh,
Plus
you're
2.
super smart.
Okay.
You're way above average.
Okay.
But you could be socially awkward as hell. I mean, it's however you
Yeah,
want to
there's-
play it.
I'm just discovering this character as I go.
That's
Yes,
impressive.
yes, young man. I am reading. Can you read? Do you know how to read?
No, I don't know how to read. Boy says you can't
Oh.
read. She says I can't read. I'm not allowed to. I'm gonna be a sailor like my daddy.
Well, you do realize to be a sailor, it helps to read.
How? Like the ocean? Isn't that different
yeah.
than reading like runes and scriptures and woods and boring stuff like that?
Oh, no, my friend. There's so many adventures to be found in books.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. He's like, adventures? Like what?
Like this here. Would you like to read this? Let me teach you. Would you like to learn how to read?
I sure could try. Sure, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, don't tell Mom though. It's a secret.
Oh, no, I won't tell Mom.
I don't even know that, hussy. Excuse me.
So I'm assuming y'all moved on a little bit while I've been gone.
Nope, he just went and hung out in the water. He has his feet in the water, and then we just assumed your character ran to the bathroom real quick.
So this right here.
Scooter's been there the whole time. He's just now zoning back in.
Okay. So this is this first word here is see the little man holding the sign.
Yeah, he's funny. Look at him. What kind of
Yeah.
animal is that?
I think that's a dog, but I'm sure that's not exactly what it's called.
The fuck's a dog?
A dog is a mythical creature, my friend. I've never
Oh.
seen one myself, but they may exist somewhere in this around here. I'm not sure.
Oh,
His
cool.
fur-
It looks
So
like
you
a
see-
wolf, kind of, but cooler. Boy,
There are mastiffs. dogs are. Dear God.
No, Florg just hasn't seen a dog.
Oh.
Real quick, Florg is teaching this child about
How
The
to read?
literacy.
Yeah.
the literacies.
Great.
Scooter's gonna make a quick run back to. Oh God, Scooter's gonna make a quick run.
Wait, you guys thought-
have that on hand?
I literally have it right in front of me.
Good shit. Yeah, Scooter's gonna make a quick run back to the general store and ask the guy if he can buy a deck of cards. Also,
A deck of cards? Yeah. Yeah, it's one silver piece.
all right, I'll give him a silver.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so back to
That's what I
Floor.
was forgetting.
Floor, just give
Okay.
me a pure intelligence check real quick.
All right, cool. I mean, I could roleplay this all day, but with advantage.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
3.
You rolled a 3.
Yeah, I rolled a real dice.
The kid just kind of like looks at you. He's like, well, you know, I think I'm smarter than you are, Mr. Smarty Pants who can read.
I think you're right.
You know, you need to work on your teaching skills. This is just downright fucking embarrassing.
Oh dear God.
I'm 6 years old.
Well, I gotta figure out how Florg's gonna react, because like a normal character would just push the kid in the water, but Florg would definitely not do that.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out how he would react to that. I think he would just go back to reading. He wouldn't care.
The kid kind of like pokes you on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, oh wait, well, all right. Well, thanks for trying to teach me. It's appreciated. You're just a little daft. Anyway, I'll see you later, sir." And he starts.
Oh, what's
skipping away.
your name, young man?
Oh, my name's Rocky.
Rocky? Okay.
Rocky.
Well,
No,
When I come
Rocky.
when I come back, you need to prove that you're smarter than I am, and I want you to have learned how to read a little bit.
How to read, but.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reach in my book, and I'm gonna give him my copy of which one am I gonna give him a copy of? I can read with my eyes shut.
I can read with my eyes shut. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me add that to my notes.
Ah,
The kid's like, "Okay, cool. Well, if I take a shit later, I'll have something to wipe it with. Thank you."
Okay, so straight up, if that kid doesn't have the book, I'm gonna kill him.
How much is that book worth that you just gave him?
it's a literacy masterpiece. It's priceless.
Oh dear God.
The kid kind of
Scooter's
scoots
gonna
away.
come back after seeing all that. He's gonna put an arm around Floor and go, "Hey man, it's all good. You know I can't count to 10. I get up to 8 and it gets real fuzzy."
I understand the way it works. You get those confused. It's like the word itself is telling you to stop counting. You know, it says 9. You're like, well, what now? And what's next? Like 9. Like no. And so it's basically telling you to stop counting.
Can
That's not what? No.
but
It
he
would be
has-
10 because you have 10 digits. That's why everything's based in 10s and 5s.
All right, let's go meet Eric.
All right, let's go find that witch doctor.
All right, so you guys are sent off to go find this turtle. Now, you guys were given instructions to basically make it up to. 1 sec, let me see here. This turtle witch doctor. So she lives outside of town, down the main trail, just northeast of kind of your current location. You guys want to just go ahead and start heading that way?
Should follow the jungle.
Alright, so you guys have been traveling for about an hour. Now, this is a very well, taken care of road that you guys are currently on. It's very thick jungle on either side of you guys. Eventually, you come upon a small cottage made of stone and wood that look like it's actually kind of fused or shaped together. And the building itself resembles like a teacup. There's a large wooden door that is slightly cocked open, and the scent of lavender is kind of wafting from inside.
I knock on the door.
Am I in there?
You knock on the door, and nothing happens. Eric, your character, Harkon, you've been in here. We're gonna do like a bit of a break now. So, Harkon, your character
Yes.
came out here. Let's do a little bit of an intro for your character. Who is your character?
Yes. My character is Harkon, the chef. He came from a tribe of orcs who was, I don't know where the orcs are in this stuff, but I'm thinking since I'm a folk hero and I led a thing, as a young orc warrior, I was given the position to guard the flank of our tribe when we were being attacked by goblins, and they actually attacked the flank pretty well, and I actually led our little band of novice warriors, and that's how I became a warrior of pride in my tribe. But sadly, that was not my main calling, for I always wanted to taste all the food in the world.
You would have got along with my kobold.
So I took up to be the hunter and gone out to find every kind of meat and berry and leaf I could to put in anything I could. So I have been given a task by, I think it's Gusamir. I believe I have been given a task by Gusamir to taste all the meats of animals in the world.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect.
And so now I'm here in search of, because I heard there were fine fish markets and fish here that I have not heard of, and that I wish to
Saga.
partake in
Okay.
different creatures. So if you're outside, you would definitely hear me go, "No, no, you must try this. It is going to be delicious. Trust me."
You guys hear a voice from inside go, I don't really think I want to try that. It literally looks like faces.
What are you? It's just a delicacy of a fish head with some jamberries I found outside your hut. It must be good.
Listen,
I'm gonna-
Mr. Harkon, I know, trust me. I mean, I do stuff like this for a living. I am a witch doctor. I'm just saying that don't look very appetizing.
I think we're at the right place.
I think this man is a master cook. That sounds delicious. Two
No, I will not
ingredients in
eat
a
it!
dish?
Get it out of my face!
I'm gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna
fine.
knock on the door louder.
Okay. Oh, someone's here. Hold on, Harkon. I'll be right back.
No, I haven't.
No,
And I
stop.
opened the door and open it. You must try this.
I will. Just hold on. The door.
So really quick, is
Oh no,
he
I
a
wanted
full?
to run to the door and fling it open and shove the bowl of food I had in their face, which is like a big fish head and just a mush of berries and leaves poking out.
This is what you guys see at the front door. Behind him stands a turtle.
Is he a full orc?
No, half orc.
No
right?
half orc.
Oh, half orc. Sweet.
This is what you guys see standing
Aw.
behind him.
Oh, she's adorable
Awesome.
looking.
So there's a turtle. She has a small gnarled staff and multiple colored flowers in her hair, her hair, quote unquote, her head, I should say. She has like kind of plants that are growing also out of her shell, and she just looks friendly. She looks like a happy grandma, is the best way to describe her.
Grandma vibes engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sticking this in our face.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pull.
It will make you hearty. Roll my
oh.
cooking.
I'm gonna pull out my small knife and take a small but not impolite sample and taste it.
Okay. Eric.
That's a very dainty way.
No, yes, good sir. I do prefer the finer things in life. And do I want to make? Do we describe this, or am I gonna roll for the taste here? Are we?
One sec. Proficiency, query attribute.
I
that would
technically
be-
I have the cooking proficiency, so.
There it is.
It-
Eric, go ahead and roll for it. Just click the
Oh.
cooking utensil.
Oh man, I want to see this.
Oh. So it's
Good
an
shit.
8. It's not amazing. It's not the best thing you've ever had, but it's not what you would call terrible. It's just, you know, when you go to that diner and you get a burger, and it's just an average burger. It's nothing special. That's a good way to describe this.
Would this particularly be something that as a because the other guys might feel it's average, but would I feel it's delicious because it's half orc cooking? Or
I mean,
orc-
that's-
Oh no,
orcish?
that doesn't mean anything.
Oh,
The
okay.
8 just means that that's what it tastes like. You know, I'm
Okay.
giving you the flavor. It's not super flavorful. It tastes like a fish head with some berries that were mashed up on top of it.
Do you
Okay.
taste the umami of the fish eyes mixed with the acidity of the berries?
And I can tell you are very educated. And under my breath, I say, I'm just not sure what you're educated in.
You didn't fall down and die. I will want a full write-up later.
Well, as you know, in orcish culture, not falling down and dying over cooking is a high compliment.
Ooh, indeed. Thank you, my friend. Now you! And I push it to the other.
Scott pushes it away a bit.
Oh, Scott, don't be rude. Don't be rude. We're guests.
No, it's
Please
nothing.
have
I'm
some.
sure it's delectable. I'm vegetarian.
The turtle is just laughing right now.
I can't eat. There's fish in that. I'm vegetarian when I'm not a beast.
Fish isn't meat!
I'm sorry, friend.
Oh
Well, I
my.
will take another serving. It's been at least an.
Hey, I have the whole thing! I
Oh,
have
thank
more!
The turtle
I'm-
kind of giggles and she puts her hand up to her mouth and she's like, "Well, Harkon, if he's a vegetarian, I mean, what you could do is you could kind of wipe the berries off the fish head and then he could just eat the berries and it's like infused with the fish flavor, right?" And she kind of winks.
Absolutely! Just eat one of the berries! It's like a
Okay.
berry sauce!
I'm gonna.
So I'm
Is there
gonna
any
see.
berries that look whole, or are they all mashed?
Okay, so I'm gonna
Ask him.
notice. I'm gonna notice Scott's discomfort, and so without.
No.
looking
I
like-
got a plan. It's fine.
Oh,
Are there
okay,
any
go
berries
for it.
that look whole.
Oh, it's a rough mash. It's a coarse mash. You can find like a half, maybe, unmushed.
I'm gonna
but
pluck
it's
up
still
any that look
covered in
half,
most of the juice.
and I'm gonna try to do a sleight of hand to quick like over the shoulder the berries and cast good berry.
Okay, give me a sleight of
Ooh,
hand
good
check.
one.
That's a 5.
Eric, give me a quick perception check.
My passive is 13.
Oh yeah, you noticed that. You just watch him as he takes the berry and he kind of like looks at it and wiggles around at his finger. And it's kinda
I
running
basically you
juice.
watch me as like I throw my hand behind my back. We pull out some whole berries, completely different color.
He tries to make the berry like appear where the old one was, but it actually like poofs into existence with a magic flare, and then he grabs it, and then he just kind of looks at you and just shoves it into his mouth.
Mmm.
I just stare like, you can make good berries? Throw those in here!
I drop the rest of the good berries there.
Eric, you have a
And I'll
point of
take a bite of-
inspiration.
That would make it a mash of restoration. So yeah, that would be 9
Ugh.
berries. So that meal would now heal 9 health.
Oh my god.
This is delicious! And I go back to the turtle, like, how about now?
She just kind of like looks at you. She's like, "Harkon, I've told you so many times I don't want to try your mash. Thank you though. Please have a
Aw.
seat. I need to talk with these two. It's important."
Oh.
She kind of
Okay.
reaches out and she grabs one of the good berries and kind of dips it in the sauce and then eats it and then smiles at you.
I clap my hands loudly. Huzzah! You shall be strong and have many more children.
I'm way past menopause. Thank
Scott spits up the berry he was still chewing on.
Shared it, I'm sure.
you. So she kind of gives Harkon a dirty look and she looks at both of you guys. She's like, "Oh, so you're the ones that come seeking trinkets? My tea told me this morning, but not a lot of information did it say. It happens to be a lavender spice, and we all know what lavender means." And she just stares at you as if you guys have any idea what that meant. I mean,
Scott just is a sly grin and a slow nod up and down.
she's like, "You know, besides the giant beast under the sea that grows restless and seeks to escape, We couldn't be having that, could we? Now go, head north of here. Grab the nectar upon the backs of the giant frogs near the river. Do well not to get it on you. It may be a few days before you wake up, if at all. Well, I would imagine that 3 errands won't stick around quite that long anyway. Watch out for the bandits. There should be 4 or so of them. That's what the lavender said this morning, so go. Thank you for your time. Your charms will be ready upon your return, friends.
Charm? What charm?
Oh, that's right, you're supposed to go with them. Harkon, these are your new friends. Harkon, meet Flog, and meet Scott. You haven't introduced yourselves to their...
Charmed. My name is Flog the Blogless.
I literally just take both my arms around both their shoulders and like, my new tasting friends! Away!
I'm gonna just completely out of character bear hug him because he's another just lapse into the old barbarian way and just pound him on the back.
Oh, I see my meal has made you more hearty and virile. Yes, we shall have many more.
No,
I'm tempted to use wild shape to do a literal bear hug, but I feel like I should be against that. I just feel I should not waste it this one time. At this moment.
So the turtle looks at you and she's like, "Oh, also, my name's Grimalda. It's a pleasure to meet you. Also, yeah, you gotta go north, like I said. Watch out for the bandits, and then make sure that you guys wrestle down the frogs. I need the sap, and then the trinkets will be ready."
Ooh, that sap will go well with the meats we find.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you know what? You should definitely try that. And she kind of points her finger at you. You would love it. Trust me, it's delicious.
I just realized instead of the good bear thing, I could have tried to use purify food on
detect poison.
It's never going to be poisonous. It's just going to be, and look weird.
It'll be venomous. Your food might bite you.
This is true.
Sounds fun. All right. You guys going to start heading north? Do you have any more questions for her before you guys take off?
Well, she said something. Oh, do you have any idea of what manner of persons these bandits might be?
Oh, the bad kind. If I had to take a guess, they don't seem like right nice fellas. I don't know. One of them's pretty strong, the other ones are not so much. But just watch your backs. Take care of each other. You'll be fine.
Right. Based on her looks, I would assume she is some kind of druid. So, Scooter is going to ask her in druid, is he always like this?
And she kind of gives you like a puzzled glance. She's like, "Oh, I don't speak druidic, my friend. I'm not a druid. I'm a witch doctor."
That's a thing.
Or a shaman of sorts. Depends on where you come from. You have any other questions for me? Or if not, you can go ahead and scoot on out of here.
Scoot!
Come along, my new friends. I think we should get on the road.
Any spices you recommend along the way I should look out for?
Yeah, it's on the back of a frog. Bring it to me.
And you need 100 of those?
Nope, just a little bit.
Are the frogs any good, in your opinion?
I'm gonna start walking.
Oh no, I'm walking away while asking all this.
She just closes the door.
Increasingly louder.
Yeah, I'm just pushing them out the door.
How much do we need? Do we need a lot? Do we have the need for prop?
I'll bring frogs with the sap.
Okay, let's, gentlemen, let us be on our way.
All right, I'm getting your next thing ready right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink and pee.
Uh-oh, loading screen. That's not good, guys.
You got a loading screen? Oh, I don't.
No, you are. You're being a loading screen.
Oh, yep.
I have a DM who, in the middle of switching maps, actually has a map called loading. It looks like a little lounge room.
That's really
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's take a quick little, like a 5-minute break right now, before we get into this part, and then we'll go as late as we want with this. I mean, we have this little section that's coming up where these bandits apparently are going to attack you guys. You know, she's a seer. She hears all kinds of weird shit. So we'll take like a 5-10 minute break because I have to run to the bathroom.
She
And,
thought my name was Scott. It's Scooter.
you stony baloney. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this
Stony
on
baloney.
recording, and I will be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Sounds Gucci.
Okay, bye.
All right, I'm back. Check. Okay. You guys there?
Yay, I did it. Body laugh. I just protecting. Protect more better.
We on
You have
break?
Somebody died from Susan? I assume.
Yeah. So I'm not messing around. I got books for the next 20 levels. I'm going this whole campaign.
That's ridiculous. I fucking love it.
Yeah, we actually legitimately collect Dr. Seuss books, and we have about half of his works.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Dude, the guy wrote so many books.
Oh yeah.
Like, and he also did a lot of like before he wrote these, he did a lot of like political
story stuff.
cartoons and
Oh yeah.
some other stuff that's harder to find.
Dude, that Netflix cartoon they did was amazing.
Which one was that?
The green eggs and ham. It has
I'm gonna have
fucking
to
Michael
watch it.
Douglas and the guy from shit, what's his name?
Is it
I've
Jack
can't-
Black?
Workaholics.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
It's great.
I'll have to watch. I've seen the feature length ones. I like the animated ones, like Horton Hears a Who, and what was the other one? Oh, the Lorax. That one's good.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back.
What about the Cat in the Hat?
That show's a little weird.
Yeah.
They always go on mischievous things.
The Garfield Show.
The Garfield show. Talk about bringing back Heathcliff and stuff. I'm sure Netflix will do it.
Probably.
Probably.
They do just about anything that's not good.
I thought artisan tools give me a +10 to stuff. I don't remember. I gotta look up professions.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Apparently, profession is class. No.
I think I have a homebrew thing for cooking now that I think about it too. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I was looking. I thought the tools gave me a bonus.
Oh, you
I
know
couldn't
what?
remember though.
They do. Let me see here.
If you remember when they could provide gainful employment such as temple or thieves skill, comfortable lifestyle. About oh man, I can just look it up over here. I'm retarded. Search? Nope, that's not. Oh, wait. Cook. Nope, that's not a thing. Is there artisan tools?
Adventuring is a hard life. With a cook along for your journey, meals will be much better than a typical mix of hardtack and dried fruit, metal knives, metal pots, forks, stirring spoon, ladle. You can also assess the social patterns involved in a culture's eating habits.
All right.
You can also transform medicine that is bitter or sour into a pleasing concoction.
Ooh.
Survival. When foraging for food, you can make do with ingredients you scavenge that others would be unable to transform
Yeah,
into nourishing
forage.
meals. Oh, as part of a short rest, you can prepare a tasty meal that helps your companions regain their strength. You and 5 creatures regain 1 extra hit point per die spent during a short rest.
Ooh.
So, create a typical meal as a DC 10, duplicate as a DC 10, spot poison or impurities in food, and you can create a gourmet meal for 15 as your DC.
I like gore meal.
I imagine if you cooked a gourmet meal, that would do an extra 2 hit dice.
Right.
I'll come up with something really cool for that today, Eric.
Oh, duplicated meal.
So for the other two guys who weren't here, I want to bring your attention to the chat, the Discord chat. It's my
Collection.
yeah. I am ready
Good
for this. I am ready for this campaign.
You are stacked.
Awesome.
Okay, so are we on the road?
Yes. Did it pop up for you guys? You should be toward the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Yep, I found it.
Eric, can
So-
you see?
No, my freaking. Well, one of my character sheets in the fucking way.
Oh,
Zoom all the way out.
hold on.
10%.
30, 60.
Did you make sure his token is represented by a sheet?
I just did, yeah.
Look at all those names.
I see a blue outline.
Do you see now, Eric?
Whatever you're clicking on and bringing up there's nothing there.
I see a blue outline
Eric, refresh your
and
page.
nothing else. Refresh. Load.
Do you remember to also give him sight?
I did, yeah.
Sight beyond sight.
Oh,
And dark vision.
you know what? I know what it is. Hold on one sec.
I'm blinded.
Basic Harkon.
I'm a basic bitch. Aha! There you go. It loaded in like super low res. It's like, dear God, my vision is horrible. I
there you
can't
go.
tell the texture of anything.
You should be good now, Eric.
There we go.
Yes, I'm good. I can see things.
Awesome. Cool. Well, let's get to it. So you guys have been trugging up on this path north, looking for a river or some sort where apparently these giant frogs are. I imagine you guys are probably being on the alert, looking for bandits, possible ambush sites.
Yeah.
Where you guys find yourself right now is kind of in this bit of a clearing. right in front of you. You guys definitely hear the sound of like running water. And it's directly in front of you. You'd imagine probably, I would say, about 100 feet or so. Maybe within that, 50 to 100 feet. It's pretty, brightly lit out, but the jungle is very thick here. And it's kind of obscuring some of the light. So the map isn't 100% accurate to what's actually here, but as far as movement and everything, you're pretty much spot on for where you can move in between the bushes and all that. So
All right.
what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep everybody kind of where you are, and we're going to go ahead and do initiative. So if I can get everybody to roll your initiative.
Did she have? Okay, so I wanted to do something before you said initiative.
Okay.
Of course you did.
No, I really did, but he was just talking and just went straight into initiative. Did she give an indication of how long it would take before we got to the frog?
She didn't really actually tell you guys. She just said up north.
Okay, so I would not, because otherwise, if I would have cast invisibility on myself, but I'm not going to do that until I would have done it. Like if it was less than an hour, I would have just been invisible for the whole thing. But I'm not going to do that.
I gotcha. I mean, she said, up north. She didn't say exactly how far, but she didn't say it was a far travel, and she said by the river, and you guys can now hear a river.
Okay.
So if you want to cast it on yourself, you can. I'll let that kind of happen as like a preemptive thing.
Yeah,
Or,
I'm
like-
gonna not only because we know there's bandits, and
Mhm.
only because we can tell the journey's probably gonna last less than an hour. So the idea wasn't to have it on for battle as much as it was to have it on for while we're walking.
I gotcha.
I lost my character sheet.
You should be able to pull it back up.
Where?
Has
Go
he
to
never
your
used Roll20?
journal, and then you can click on your character again.
Jeremy. Me. Oh, thank you.
Cool. And then
And is there a special way to do initiative that doesn't fuck things up?
Click on your character token on the map, and then on
Oh,
your
that's
character
right.
sheet, you'll see something that says initiative. You can click.
you have to have your character selected though. It's kind of weird.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right. And then Florg, if I could get you to roll initiative as well.
How were you doing it before?
I did the group one. I'm just gonna have you guys actually do it though. And you are also invisible.
Oh wow.
Oh God, you're the worst.
Oof.
Actually, the rolling bad on initiative is really good, because then that gets rid of your bad rolls for no reason.
Yeah, but you could be surprised.
Only if I rolled like a natural one, which I think I did actually roll a natural one.
Dun, dun.
Did you add that invisibility thing?
I did. I put the little like token thingy on you.
Cool. So, is there anything that I need to actually click on to make it happen? I switched my spell slot.
What do you mean click on? Like
Well, like when you attack, you click on your weapon. Do I need to actually click on something, or just the fact that you put that there is enough?
are you talking about invisibility?
Any spell really.
So like your offensive spells and stuff, you just click on them in your attacks in the middle of the sheet.
Yeah.
And then just make sure that it reflects in your slots, which you already did for your second level.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. And then I put that little token on there, just so that I know that you're invisible.
Cool.
And up first is you, Scott. And you could also wait and kind of move forward as a group if you want to. That's up to you guys.
Now I feel like we would be walking alongside each other anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Uh,
Because we don't notice anything. You just rolled initiative for us to.
for movement, just so that I have
Right.
it and I know. All right. So
Yeah, so I guess hold action to all of us go as a group.
okay.
I'd say we just walk up to where the running water's at. Was our plan.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere like right here.
And is any of this like difficult terrain or anything?
Where?
I doubt
That looks like a path to me.
Right.
Florg, where did your character go?
I moved him. He should be next. Nope. Now you're on top of me. Now I'm in
That's
the middle.
impossible. We can't do that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You go.
What are you
Sorry.
guys doing?
I know. All right, so you guys make it to about right here, and you guys start hearing kind of like. So you've been walking. You've heard the sounds of the jungles, right? You have birds screeching, monkeys making noise. You guys just heard a kind of a higher pitched whistle. Definitely stood out for you. Oh, don't draw on the map.
Damn it. I thought I didn't pick something besides rectangle.
The whistle sounded like it kind of came from over here to the left.
Well, I'm gonna because we
Are we still going in turn order?
Yeah, as of right now, we'll have it kind of go in turn order. So however
Okay.
you guys want to move.
What was
Investigate the food source!
Some weird ass bird. Never heard something like that before.
It sounded like someone whistled, like high pitch.
I'll
Can I make a active perception check in that direction?
Once you're up,
My turn.
it's Scott's turn right now.
I'll look over there and see if I can make a perception check.
Okay, go ahead.
See if I see anything over there.
So when you look over here towards the left, you definitely see this large tree right here. There's another large tree. There's a lot of vines coming up. Smaller bushes kind of all over the spot. You don't see anything out here in the open that you actually can get a glance at. You're definitely positive that whistle noise came from, back over here somewhere.
Man, those are some big trees.
Oh, it's during
So,
the
like-
day. Let me just do... Hold on one sec.
So it's
Global
down.
illumination. There we go. I'll just do that.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
Oof.
Man, those trees are far away. And my turn's over.
You could move.
You can move if you want to.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming we're still moving as a group down the path.
If you want to, but you just heard this whistle to your left. Do you guys still
Yeah.
want to stay bunched up? What's your
Oh,
goal?
fuck no. I'm going to the whistle.
God damn.
You don't know that yet, though.
Do you want to shape
Well, my turn's
change?
over.
Okay.
Chef Hawkon, I would recommend you move to the trees to the left and move to the trees to the right.
So this isn't difficult terrain?
Nope.
The bushes?
No. They don't take
Uh,
up like a huge majority of it.
I'll move here.
Okay. All right. So when you move up and around here, Eric, are you running? Are you walking? Like how are you
Just
moving?
standard move. I was going to just trudge over here so then I could take my action as a perception check.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a perception check real quick, Eric. All right. So
Horrible.
Eric, what you do notice is the woods kind of off to your left, your right, up above you, these areas. They don't look like they've been adjusted at all. You notice that it looks like a canopy has been kind of moved in the jungle right in this area, and someone's behind it, possibly, is what you're assuming right now, considering you heard the whistle.
Right.
So that's a really thick bushet right there, and it looks like someone has moved into it.
These bushes?
Yeah.
Well, I will move to those bushes on my next round because I'm out of stuff to do.
Is this something that I saw, or only he saw this?
No, only he saw this. So Eric kind of
Okay.
walked over there, looked off, pretty much down and kind of over to the left, and that's what he picked up on this turn.
All
And
right.
they're like, there's shit over here.
Is that really what you did?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're pointing. Okay, so now I know.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
Eric, as you say that, you actually hear a huh kind of come from the bushes, and you actually hear someone moving in there. And out of the bushes walks a man who's dressed in kind of
It's a
leather. It's a dwarf.
Man.
He's got a big old bushy black beard. He's wearing leather armor. It looks like it's kind of... It didn't look like he bought all of this as a set. It looks like various different pieces of armor. And he kind of steps out. And as he does, you definitely notice he has a scimitar in his hand and a light crossbow on his back. And he kind of points his scimitar at you, and he's like, "Oh, tell you what, Greenblood, you drop everything you got and we'll let you live."
Good
Sure,
sir, I surely cannot do that, for I am on a quest from my god to eat all things. Do you pin to hinder that?
You visibly watch this guy's head kind of cock a little bit, and his mouth opens like he doesn't know what to say. Hold on. Is you... What? No! Drop your shit and you don't fucking die!
Luckily, I have already tasted of the dwarf, so I shall let you walk away.
Oh, fuck this. And he takes a step forward, and he actually comes out with this scimitar, and he is going to try to slash you with it.
Yay.
That is actually a hit with,
It sure is.
21s. His scimitar comes kind of blinding out of the corner. Luckily, you're able to kind of sidestep it a little bit, and it just kind of more clashes onto your left forearm. It doesn't draw blood, but that definitely hurt.
Yay!
And at that moment, you guys hear some movement coming off to the right in the bush, and you guys see another dwarf kind of take a few steps out. He has a light crossbow, and he had it trained over kind of past you guys, past Scott and Florg. He was actually looking for where Harkon was. He assumed he was alone. He wasn't paying a lot of attention. And he sees you guys, and he kind of aims it at you, and he says, "Drop your shit, and you get to walk away with your lives." How's that sound, huh?
Sounds like a bad plan for you guys.
He says, "Oh, you know what else sounds like a bad plan?" And he points his
What?
light crossbow and fires it at you. At Scott.
Scott?
Yeah, and that's a hit.
Dear God, stop rolling so good.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Wow.
The
Are you gonna
crossbow
live?
takes you pretty much kind of just in the lower right rib cage, kind of on the outside of it, not so much center mass. And the quarrel actually embeds itself pretty deep inside of you. That hurt really bad. These guys are not meaning to just take your shit and let you leave now. It sounds like they mean to kill. And then this guy takes a couple steps back and kind of goes back around the corner. And as he goes around, you can't see where he moved to.
Bad move, Bucko.
And Florg's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak over because I'm still invisible. I'm gonna right here.
Okay.
And I am going to do if I'm invisible, I'm behind him. Do I get any extra
You
advantages?
definitely get advantage.
You're going to have advantage
I
on your
definitely-
attack. That would be...
The only thing is the only thing I have to use though that would be realistic is a dagger. Is there anything that's going to help me with that?
You'll get advantage on the dagger. That's pretty much
Okay,
it.
that's about it. Okay, hold on. And if I attack though, my invisibility wears off.
It does, yes.
Okay. In that case, can I try? Okay, so if I'm invisible, then can I get an advantage on like choking this guy out?
You want to try to like grapple him? You have to get a grapple to. You can't really do a submission. It's actually it's a feat you would have to take for that for wrestler. But you can try to grapple this guy if you want to. I will give you advantage on your strength check to grapple him.
I just want to make sure he can't attack. I want to take him out of the fight for as long as I'm holding on to him.
Okay.
You can you can do an 8 action, and I would get advantage as well too.
Well, you'd already have advantage since he's...
Yeah, and he'd have to be within 5 feet of you to give you advantage, Eric.
Well, yeah, if he's grappled, you're gonna have advantage anyway, and if he's grappled, he won't be able to attack.
Oh, I was gonna reckless attack anyway, boy. What do you?
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna waste this guy.
Yeah.
Waste his. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a grapple then.
Okay, awesome. So go ahead and roll straight strength for me.
Okay.
He doesn't get athletic.
You
He's not a
successfully
strong boy.
have grappled this guy. You kind of come up behind him, and he has a scimitar out on his right side, and he feels pretty cocky considering he actually just cut Harkon. You run up from behind, and you actually just kind of bear hug him more than anything, and he can't really flail very well with his weapon.
Okay.
Do you want to whisper anything into his ear?
Yeah, my friend's a cook. Would you like to try his green eggs and ham?
His green eggs and sausage.
Alright, and now it is Scott's turn.
All right. So I saw this guy ran to the left, but didn't see exactly where he went into?
You didn't hear him run into anything, because, like, if you go into the bushes and stuff, you can hear, like, thunk, thunk, thunk. It sounded like he ran around the other side.
All right, I'm going to just go 10, 15.
And
20.
right there, as you come around the corner, you actually see him, and now he's running, like, this direction. Wait, yeah, you can't see that. So he's starting to run, like, back here toward the river.
Nice. 25. Going to bonus action, cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff as I quickly draw it and thwack him upside the backside of the head with it.
Okay, perfect.
That's a 22.
Ooh, hell yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage.
That's 11.
Ow.
So,
Oh, and real quick, when I can't remember if you need to be dual wielder or not for this, but if I draw my quarterstaff, can I also draw my shield?
yeah, actually you can if you, but it's, oh yeah, that's right, because Shillelagh makes it a 1d8 with one hand. Yeah, because you draw both. It's like an attack action. It lets you draw both. So yeah, you have your shield out too.
Because I know you need to have dual wielder to do 2 weapons, and I didn't know if drawing a shield you need something like that.
No,
Or can I do one?
No.
Okay. Good.
So,
Like there's like object things you can do, like on a move and on an action, and like drawing your weapon and stuff is an
I
object
just
thing.
now noticed he's dead.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So you walk up behind him. So what do you want your quarterstaff to look like when you use Shillelagh with it right now?
Yeah, I walk up, I slip my little buckler off my hip, reach over my back and draw the quarterstaff, and as it gets infused with Shillelagh, a seemingly green tinge seems to grow off any of the ropes, and it might be the ropes seem to be made of a vine-like substance, and I don't know. He just thwacks him across the back of the head.
I just pictured
Fucking-
Seymour. Feed me, Seymour.
I love that movie. So you just gotta walk up behind him with basically your
Oh,
quarterstaff.
that Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Better wait a minute. Better hold the phone. Better
Oh,
mind
God.
your manners. Better change your tone. Okay, I'm not gonna sing the whole damn thing, but I
So-
probably could.
You walk up
impressive.
behind him basically, and your quarterstaff kind of grows a little bit. It gets more gnarled looking with kind of a greenish glow, and you just bat right over the back of this guy's head. You hit him in the lower part of the back of the neck, and his head kind of cocks at an awkward angle, and you hear a loud snap. And he kind of and he just falls to the ground, neck still at an awkward angle. You just broke his neck.
I squat down next to him and whisper, "I told you that was a bad move, friend."
All right, you doing anything
Nice.
else?
That's my whole turn: movement, action, and bonus action.
All right, and Eric's turn.
Pull up my.
We'll leave you
Battle.
still here, Florg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're
Cool.
supposed to still be like you're kind of grappled with him. I know, but that's
Yeah,
how they do it.
it's weird.
So can I? That's a normal thing I can do, though, right?
Mhm.
Or were you kind of bending the rules for me?
No, huh?
No,
That's something you
Okay.
can totally do.
Yeah.
Grapples are great. I do it all the time with my fighters because you can really control a
Yeah.
battlefield by grappling with somebody.
Yeah,
Especially a
that's our
spellcaster.
amazing tool.
Because if you grapple them, they can't do anything semantic because they can't move their arms.
Oh yeah.
So
Remember that time I grappled a gnome so y'all could fight it, and then y'all just left me grappled to the gnome? You
Yeah,
Ben
He'll be
and
okay.
Flo
We'll
just
go do
fuck-
this other stuff.
Yeah, then Ben made me apparently jam a thumb up his ass.
Yeah,
I tried to gouge his eye out. Oh, that was good times.
that was actually really funny. That was like the first time we met too.
And that was the first game I ever played in.
That was fun. All right,
Good
so
shit.
what are you doing, Eric?
Back to the
I has my axe, my battle axe. I was like, ooh, it's not like these. My friends might not have dwarf. Time for service. And I attack him.
Okay, you gonna do a two-handed or one-handed?
Oh, one hand. I have my shield out as well.
Okay, cool.
So I can't do.
And that is a hit, Eric. Go ahead and click on the battle axe one-handed to roll damage in the chat. Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Mm.
Now, Eric, you come cleaving pretty much right as Florg is still holding on to this guy, so you just kind of aim center mass and you hit him right in the rib cage. And you had betted his ribs, if it wasn't bleeding so much, you probably could see the split. You cracked a lot of his ribs, and he doesn't look like he's doing so good. His eyes are kind of glossing over a little bit, and he's probably regretting his decision.
Ooh.
All right, you want to do anything else in your turn, or is that it?
I really can't do anything else.
Okay. And his turn. He is going to attempt to break the grapple.
Okay.
And he's going to have
strength
disadvantage. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your strength check. You just have to beat a 7. Oh.
Yeah, I beat that.
Oh,
it's
not
a
a
7.
save. Straight strength.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I think it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. That's even
I
better.
was going to let it happen anyway.
Okay.
I'm just going to subtract the 2. Okay, perfect. So he's trying to kind of get out of your grasp, and you're still holding on to him super tight. He's not able to do anything.
You're in my house, you little mouse.
And now it's your turn. You still have him grappled, so as a bonus action, you can release him and attack him, or you can continue, like right now, considering you have him, you could punch him, is pretty much all you can do.
Can I move him into a choke? Is that allowed?
You
So
could technically
you don't. You could try.
Oh yeah, you need the feet.
You don't have the feet, but you
To
can
restrain.
try to get him into like a chokehold, if you will. But you will have disadvantage on the check.
Okay, so I could punch him with advantage, or I could let him go and stab him.
Yeah, or you could literally cast Firebolt from 5 feet away. And...
Yeah, I think I'll go with Firebolt. That's probably the best one.
Okay, so bonus action to release him, and then you're going to cast Firebolt. Perfect. You have advantage
Good
on
plan.
the attack.
Okay.
Best of plans.
Oh.
That is a hit.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So you just click the Firebolt.
Oh, and then yep, that's right. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
And
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
yeah. You kind of
Looks-
let go of him, and as you do, you take a few steps back. Do you want to say like a Dr. Seuss quote while you're channeling or something?
I was just gonna say I think I've scrambled his eggs.
And then you really do, as you launch 3 firebolts into the back of his head. He falls to the ground with just the smell of just singed hair and flesh. And Eric, you're probably getting a little hard from it, let's be honest.
It's like, oh, my friend, you've seared him to contain his juices. Perfect.
I do not think he liked that, Sam. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. And perfect. So that bandit's dead. And sorry, I had to do something. Now, Scott, it's your turn.
Scott's gonna make his way back over here and witness what the others have done.
Okay. Remember, you can move up to 60 feet on your turn if you want to with a dash action.
Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, I guess so. Nah,
Yeah, you can see from there,
he's
he's
too chill. He sees it what he needs to see, and he's chill, so he doesn't feel like running.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna stop right there.
Yeah, I will hold my action though because I have preserved it. If some other shit jumps out at us, to whack that shit.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and Eric, it is your turn.
Do my danger sense tingles, or
I mean, you
are we
have
technically like not out of combat?
you're not out of combat right now.
Okay. It's like, I believe these were scouts for meat. And I go 3,
Sounds like free samples.
5.
Are we? Oh, you said we're out of combat now.
No, you are not out
Eight.
of combat.
Okay.
What did I do? 12, 8.
As far as
9.
we know. Oh no, we were told there was 4.
Yeah. I know this way.
Okay.
Go right to the riverbank.
All right, Eric, give me a quick perception check.
Yes. Perception.
Oh, very nice. All right, so Eric, as you come down right now and you kind of look off to the right, you actually see that there's like a giant frog who's sitting right up there, and he is croaking at something that's in the bush right here. And you're pretty sure you just heard someone go, "Shh! Shut up, stupid frog! Try to hide! Shut up!" It sounded very feminine, and the frog's just like, "Rah, rah."
There's more meat for us up here, boys! I'll take my last move, or do you want me to stay here?
You can, if you have another square and you want to move, you totally can.
Yeah.
I don't like
like
having perception and stuff. I don't like making that your
an
actual
action?
action unless it has to
okay.
be. You know, if it's something really important, it will take your action. But I mean, when you're running somewhere, you're not just bullheaded running. You're looking as you're
Right.
running.
Yeah.
So I give you kind of like a half overview as to see what is actually going on. So
Gotcha.
Eric, I will say, as you take the other step forward, you do make out that there is in fact another frog up to the right doing kind of the same thing to the tree. And that's about all that you make out. You don't hear anything else other than the random noises that you were hearing up in this area, the feminine voice.
Come, friends, I found frogs, and they're attracted to something else.
Alright, so Florg, it's not your turn right now. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
That would be...
Or you could just loot that.
1 sec. Eric, as you're kind of sitting here and looking off to the right, you've just heard like a thook, and you look, and there's a small crossbow quarrel that is now embedded in the pretty much kind of like the front right leg of this frog, and it just made a shit ton of noise and started kind of screaming.
No! That is not a clean kill!
And Flork's turn.
Okay. Let's see here. So he's up here doing something.
I'm
think
yelling
I'll just-
at you to come.
15.
On me, if you like.
30. I guess I'll just move up.
Yeah.
Up next to him. See what's going on up here. And that would be the end of my turn. I assume I'm not invisible anymore. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on.
That would be funny. Like, what is grabbing me?
Oh, shoot, sorry, I forgot I was muted. Yeah, you are not invisible anymore.
Oh, sorry about your butt. I thought that was your head.
Yeah.
You see pretty much kind of what everything that Eric saw, or Harkon just a second ago. And as you glance forward, you just see like the frogs, essentially. And now, 1 sec, Scott, you'll be up here in a minute.
Give me just a second, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys hear what sounds like a kind of a scuffle, basically, happening up in this area.
All right, I'm back. So my turn. Scott is gonna move
hold
to
on 1
right.
sec. Hold on.
Oh.
Give me 1 sec. Doing DM stuff over here. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. And now it is Scott's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to there, and where I just moved to, and so we don't see anything, do we?
The only thing that they actually see right now is there are two, giant frogs up to the right that apparently are engaged in combat with something.
All right, there's nothing across the river.
Nope.
Were these? And do we know if these are the frogs we were looking for?
You have a feeling that they are.
All right. I'm going to spend my action to wild shape into a good old giant lizard.
Okay, cool. You should be able to drag that out, yeah? Okay. Sweet. And poof! That should also be full health, so 19, yeah.
Can you make my token a 2 size since it is a large creature? I
Yep.
don't think I can edit my own size.
We'll just
I'm-
pretend.
I am big boy.
He's a big old lizard. Okay, there you are. Giant
Ooh.
lizard.
That's
Oh,
like
dear
4
God.
times.
No,
that's 2.
that's what it's supposed
Ugh.
to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
he's a
10
big
by
boy.
Oh man.
Alright.
Scott just comes up.
Whoa.
Well, this is about time, as good as time as any. Gets on all fours, gets the scales, gets big. Big lizard
Oh,
boy.
what was your initiative? It got rid of it.
16.
Okay.
And so, was anyone actually hit before?
You were.
Well, I mean, besides me, was anyone else hit?
Nope, I wasn't.
I mean,
Alright,
like a little bit. Nothing out though. And then this frog over here was hit.
Before I wild shape, so yeah, Harkon was hit.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm. Can I say before I shapeshift, I did something?
What are you gonna do?
As a bonus action, I pointed Harkon, and he heals for a d6 because I've got Balm of the Summer Court on
Oh.
Scott,
Okay.
and I can just heal for a d6.
Okay, that doesn't add anything, right? It's just a d6?
Let me double check. Any creature in 120 feet. D6 equal to your troop level.
That's fucking ridiculous and amazing.
It's a d6 and 1 temporary hit point.
Oh, nice. Alright,
Roll
so-
it, bad boy.
All right.
Eric, you are back to 32, and you have 1 temporary
You heal for
HP.
5 health and have 1 also temporary hit point.
So I just gave you 33
Woohoo!
HP. It's easier
Oh,
that way.
thank you.
Mhm.
But there's temporary because they go away. It's right here.
And that is my. And then I shapeshift into the lizard. That is my turn.
Okay, cool. Now, Eric, it's your turn. Eric, you also just noticed that when you heard that noise over there, you see little splashes of blood in the water right in this area. Now,
Oh,
this
dear
river
Lord.
is not very deep in the middle here. It's only about 2.5, 3 feet deep, but it definitely gets
Okay.
deeper the further left or right that you go.
Shallow and pedantic. Well, I shall go blood there. Trying to see where I can move. 1, 2. With 2 feet, would that be difficult, or can I just?
Are you talking about moving through
Right.
the water?
Yeah.
No, the water would not be difficult terrain for you, considering the size of your creature. Moving like through the jungle and stuff over here, that will be difficult terrain. Like these really
Gotcha.
thick bushes.
2, 5, 6. Damn it.
Oh, Eric, you know if you go and you activate, if you go to settings up in the chat thingy, you can do
Uh-huh.
use advanced keyboard shortcuts. It's like the first little tick bar that you can do.
Use advanced keyboard shortcuts. Yes.
Now go back after you select that, push Q, and you could do like an arrow to see how far 30 feet and all that stuff is.
Oh, look at that. That's amazing.
Yep, and then to get back to the pointer, you just push S, and then you can select yourself. So S and Q, I bounce between those all the time.
Oh, that's not working. I can't even click on myself. Yes.
Yeah, push S and then do it. Or click the arrow pointer in the top left on the little mini bar.
Nope, that's not working. Son of a bitch.
What's
Whatever.
going on?
I'm gonna go help. Oh, I can just drag it now. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You drag it. Sorry.
Oh. I'm going to run over to here
Okay.
to help my frog brethren. Fuck. Q? No.
S.
S. And as I'm running, I will whip out a... As I'm running through the water and stuff, I would like to pick up a rock, and as my attack, I would like to hurl the rock into the bushes.
Like this area?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Just go ahead, give me just a... do you have a ranged weapon you can... javelin, just use
I
your
have a javelin, yeah.
Alright, 15. So you do manage, in fact, to throw a rock over here into the bushes, and you actually hear a female voice that says, "Captain, what you doing?"
Captain?
Captain. A female voice says, "Captain, what you doing?"
Am I a captain?
Are you saying this out loud?
I'm not a captain, right? Like I'm
No, you're not.
No. That is weird. Oh god, give me a second. Oh. Are you from the Orc tribe of 1972 Attack of the Goblins?
It's kind of quiet for a
I
second.
was a sergeant then, not a captain.
It's quiet, and then you hear a female voice go, "I don't know who you are, but these frogs are trying to attack me. Could you help, please? Kill the damn frogs. We're not bandits, I swear."
Okay.
Alright, how do you want to react now, Eric?
Do I still have like an attack him? Well, I can't really
No,
attack him.
because you threw the rocks.
Yeah.
So, is
Yeah.
that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Alright, so this giant frog, Eric, that's right in front of you, it actually hears you making noise. And what it's going to do is it's just going to hop into the air and get right in front of you and just land right there. And it kind of like looks at you and it just kind of cocks its head a little bit and it's like, "Rah," and it jumps forward and it tries to bite you.
Fuck that frog.
And you're going to take 4 points, so I'll subtract that. So 4 points of damage as this thing bites on you. You are now grappled. It's holding basically kind of onto your arm and your chest right now. Its tongue's like la 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 all over your arm. So on your turn, you are going to have to use your action to try to break out of the bite.
Okay.
That'll just be a strength contest.
Okay.
And then this giant frog jumps up over here and then jumps forward, and you guys lose sight of it, but you hear something happening. It sounds like I don't know, like it sounds like a sword of some sort just kind of clashed against something. You're not 100% sure. And you hear like a rah! Really loud. And
Quick check.
Forkster.
Were we supposed to kill these frogs?
You're supposed to get the poison off their back, so kind of however you want to do that.
Oh god damn it! I thought we were just going to like nicely take it off of them.
I would assume that like whether we kill them is whether or not Harkon has tasted this particular frog or not.
Oh, that's true. Have you tried giant frog before? Probably not.
Probably
from here.
not. No.
Yeah,
No,
so
not from
definitely,
here, absolutely
they're
not.
Definitely gonna die.
Okay.
Okay, you said this middle. You said this middle part is.
Shallow.
Okay, I can get across that.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, 3,
Yeah, I would say like right here to right here is shallow water.
Okay. I'm gonna just go across one. Oops, I'm gonna go back to normal. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm gonna go ahead and which one's better?
Murder beam.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder beam him.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, click on the attack action. 4
No, dude, that one's
I'm
fine.
so good at this.
It takes a
That
little
one's
bit,
fine.
It's like the 10th time I've done the same mistake.
Alright, perfect.
There we
That's a
go.
hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Ugh. Why? That's the second 3 in a row. This thing, I swear, just picks a number and sticks on it.
Kind of does, I'm not going to lie. I feel the same way. Alright,
Yeah.
so you launch a firebolt out as this thing's kind of holding on to Eric, and it kind of smashes right into its side. It kind of looks around real quick, almost dazed. And it is going to actually let go of Eric, and it kind of like lands on its feet again. So Eric, you are no longer grappled.
Yay!
And give me a sec to do my stuff, Mr. Giant Lizard.
Wait your turn, Mr. Giant Lizard.
No.
Giant Lizard is going to lizard everywhere.
I'm gonna get my lizard goop all over this bitch.
She might be a
Alright.
friend.
You guys watch as a giant frog actually is like thrown out of the area of this like forested part here. It lands in the water and it starts going downstream. Clearly dead.
No, we need to eat that.
And now it's Scott's turn.
All right. So, out of curiosity, what are those 2 blue lines for?
That's
Shallow.
where it's shallow. Like that's not what do you call it? Movement.
Difficult terrain. Double.
Yeah.
And is the water moving left or right?
The water is moving to the left, from the right to the left.
All right.
And you said a
Right.
frog went into the water?
Yeah, one frog did.
Oh, the
and
dead frog.
Right here.
Okay.
And then 10 moving to get right here. I've used my 30. And I'm tempted to use my action to dash and like catch the frog, essentially before it goes too far downstream.
Okay.
I'm tempted. Also, yeah, I'm a large creature, so like, this is shallow water for them. How shallow? Like, it's just like
It's-
ankle deep for me.
I mean, I wouldn't say ankle deep. The water gets to about 8 to 9 feet deep, like in this area.
Oh yeah, that would not be good.
But
How good at lizards at swimming?
I'm sadly because I'm until I'm a 4th level druid, I can't be the giant lizard variant that has swim speed.
yeah.
But there is a variant of giant lizard that gets swim
Oh.
speed. But I can't get swim speeds at all until level 4.
Weird.
But I can still swim normally, couldn't I? So, and wouldn't that be like all movement is like halved?
Yeah, your movement is halved, and well, you're going with the current too, so that would add an extra 10 feet of movement. And you just need to make a strength check.
All right. The wizard leaps out of the off the shallows into the deep end and is darting for that frog.
Okay.
So that was my 15 feet for my dash, and then can I make I get 10 feet on top of that? You said.
Yeah, you get 10 feet. I need
Alright,
you to
no,
make
I'm
a
go-
strength check for swimming, though.
All right, strength. 11.
Yep, you make it. It's only an 8 in here, so. And then you're gonna
Alright,
try to
then.
grab the lizard.
Yeah, I've sadly already used my dash action. So I don't know if I could do that this turn.
Bonus action, grab. It's an Is it an object?
I
You
don't
can
have. I'm
grab
not
an
a thief yet.
object.
He. It's not a.
I'm a rogue, but not a thief
Damn
yet.
it!
All right. All right. So that's it.
Yeah, sadly,
Gotta-
that's all I can do right now.
Got
All
a
right.
sticky tongue.
Eric, your turn.
I'm not too keen about putting it in my mouth. Isn't it a poisonous thing too?
You're also a lizard, so who knows how that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric, do you want to rage?
I mean, the frog and the.
he'd be more overjoyed to rage. It's new food. He's never had poison
Fine, I'll
frog.
rage.
Okay, you are raging. All right.
And then murder butcher this frog
Okay.
with lay battle axe.
Oh God. Is that a 19?
Yeah. Yes. On both rolls. That's weird.
That happens. Don't you have?
No. I have savage. It would be it's savage attacks. If I crit, I have to roll a 20. I just get an extra d6.
Oh, that's the other subclass that with
Yeah,
barbarian we're 19 and battle master too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not there yet. I need more points. So le damage.
8 points. of slashing.
+2, I think, for
Yeah.
raging. Yeah. So 10.
What you can actually do on your character sheet, Eric, is down with the global damage modifiers. You can add one and just call it like rage, and the damage is 2. And then, oh shit, I just hit the wrong button.
Type sneak.
And then you just click that little button right there.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So while you're raging, it'll automatically add it for you.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So Eric, you run up, and as you do, so when you go into a rage, do you just scream? Do your muscles get bigger? How do you want to rage? Is it just you look normal?
When I rage, I do the super cool, super awesome. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga. I just got this feeling deep inside of me. I want to eat all of you, so get inside of me.
All right. And then
ooga chaka, ooga, ooga.
and then bah! And you smash down on this thing.
Yeah.
You actually get a really good cut right across its back, and you actually flayed most of its back kind of wide open. You didn't hit the spine. You got a little bit short of it, but this thing is not looking super good. It's bleeding pretty profusely right now. You gonna move or do anything else, or stay there?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay.
I'm just to stay here, ready to murder it more.
Okay. The frog is attempting to jump into the water. You will have an attack of opportunity if you want to use your reaction, Harkon.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. That's a hit. Oh, Jesus.
I think it's dead.
Yeah. It doesn't make it into the water either. It lands on the shore. It actually sees how jacked it is, and it tries to jump, but you cut so deeply into this thing that it's pretty much going into shock at this point. It kind of hops a little bit, and you just come back across and whack, and you hit it right in its head. You decapitate it. Its head kind of rolls about, I would say, like 10 feet away. I'll even do a little. Its head's like right here, and its body just kind of slowly floats. It doesn't float so much as roll on the bank, and it lands right here.
Yay!
And you're dead. Get out of my rotation. Okay, those two are doing that. Floor gets your turn.
Alright, so we heard a voice from over here.
Yeah, you heard a voice from over there, and then you also heard a commotion from up over here.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here. And I'm gonna call out, I'm gonna try to do like an intimidation or persuasion. Probably intimidation. And call to the person in here and it's like, come out peacefully unless you would like my chef to make this into frog legs and ma'am.
Give me an intimidation check.
Green
Okay.
legs and ma'am. Oh crap, that's right. We get intimidation
Ugh,
as fucking
I did
orcs
not do
too.
well. Okay.
So,
Green eggs and ma'am.
all that you hear from inside is, "Little busy right now, green skin! Got a damn frog trying to eat me!"
Oh, so she needs our help. Gotcha. Okay. 5, 10. Should I take that as she's being killed by a frog?
And she just said, "Little busy fighting a frog that's trying to eat her."
I'm gonna go in here and see if I can help out.
Okay.
If I can see anything. Nothing? Can I see anything?
So when you get inside, you move a little bit. What you do manage to notice is you can faintly see through this. There appears to be a woman, humanoid elf. You're not really sure, like a tall, lithe kind of figure, and is engaged in basically combat right now. Has her scimitar out, and there's a frog that keeps trying to jump at her. She's wearing black leather that also appears to be. You're not sure if it's mismatched, but it looks like the top is bigger than the small. Or the top is bigger than the bottom parts.
Okay.
Like her pants and stuff.
So Dolly Parton of elves then.
Sure, yeah.
Do I still have an action then?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
how far
you
do you
do. It's heavily obscured in there, so if you make an attack, it will be at disadvantage.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor then.
Okay, on yourself.
Yes.
Okay,
on
perfect.
myself.
That puts
I
you
can't. Yeah, that's down a spell slot then.
Okay.
And you said she's wearing armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
And that would be my turn, yes.
Okay. Now, from off to the left, what you guys actually hear, it sounds like a bunch of stomping, and this guy breaks out of the bushes over here on the left-hand side. Now, he looks different than the other bandits that you guys have already fought. He stands a lot taller. He has a scimitar in one hand and a dagger in the other, and he's kind of covered in blood. It doesn't look like any of it is his because you don't see any open wounds. He has a big red, like, bandana scarf thing on. And he yells, "Is that fucking lizard with you fucks? You're dead!" And he starts charging toward you, Eric.
Alright.
And Mr. Lizard's turn.
I'm going to do a quick attempt to sink my jaws into this frog corpse and toss it back onto the shore.
Okay.
Should I roll a bite attack or dex, strength?
Just do like a bite attack.
14.
Okay, you managed to bite a hold of it, and then you wanted to throw it or swim to shore?
Just like yank my neck to the right to fling it onto shore. I'm trying to get this
Okay.
shit out of my mouth. I heard they were poison.
Now give me a strength check.
18.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you managed to actually throw him all the way up. Now give me a constitution saving throw.
I figured. Well, that's a constitution check. I don't know if the sheet gives me
Yeah,
a
it's
save.
the same. If they have if they're proficient in it, it'll add it automatically. You manage to, like, your mouth feels really numb and you feel kind of sleepy, but you manage to kind of snap yourself out of it. You are able to move right now, but only at half your
Doesn't
normal
sound much
movement.
different than what he's smoking, so he's probably used to it.
Yeah, that's where the resistance came from, definitely.
And then now I'm gonna try to use my movement to swim out. Should I make another strength check?
Yeah, strength check.
To swim?
Sure.
Yeah, to swim. Yep, you make it. So you have half your
5.
normal movement speed right now.
Move 5 and 10, so that'd be 20 movement. But now I'm out of water, so I'd have another 10, wouldn't I?
You'd have another 5.
I
The
took 20
poison-
movement to get out.
Yeah, the poison doubles all your movement on top of it. So it's like
It
double.
doubles or halves?
It takes half. So if you had 30 feet of movement, you have 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then being in the water would take half of that as well.
I wouldn't be able to get out the water then, because
7.
having a wife puts it to 15, then 7, and I need
Yeah,
10.
you're 1 foot on
Yeah.
land, you're good.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
assume that you get like 1 foot on land. The next turn, you'll be able to pull yourself out if the poison hasn't seeped in deep enough yet.
Alright.
All right. And is that it? I don't think you can do much else, right?
Yeah, that was my attack action. Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions as a lizard.
Okay, cool. And then it is Harkon's turn.
So he was going to charge to me?
Yeah, he started running towards you. He has a scimitar and his dagger, and he's running at you very aggressively.
God damn him.
Now remember, you can move 30 feet and prepare an action for when he gets
Yeah,
close
that's
enough.
what I'm gonna do. Is that to here? Heh. And then, yeah, I will prepare my reaction for when he comes inside of me to murder his face. And while I am running towards him, I shall say, "That lizard is mine to eat! I claim its tail!" And I'm like, "It'll go back, it's fine."
Alright, cool. 1 sec.
Like, that's a horrible thing.
Okay.
Like, you can literally just take a skin off.
You were
just
literally
take a
5 feet
skin
away from
off.
him. That's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
And that giant frog is going to try to bite her again. He's missed every attack so far. Oh, he got a 20. Nice. For 3 points of piercing. So he actually latches onto her, and he's got a hold of her arm right now. And it is her turn. She's going to make a strength check to try to escape. She's going to, I think, fail.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
depends on the frog.
Alright.
Yeah, she fails.
Dang.
And that's pretty much all she can do. Florg, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use... I'm gonna use Magic Missile this time. First I gotta see and move. Gotta see if I can... Is there a way I can move in here so I can, like, see her?
If you can
There we
barely
go.
see her, you can cast Magic Missile at her.
Oh,
That spell
there we go.
cannot miss.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna cast... Not at her, at the frog.
Oh, at the frog, okay.
No, because she's... I like, right now we're fighting the frogs, and she hasn't really done anything against us.
I gotcha.
So I don't... I mean, she was yelling at us before, but she wasn't, like... I'm not sure what... I forget what she was yelling. Does anybody remember what she was yelling?
No, she was not hostile to us yet. She
Right.
also said we're not bandits.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
But
just
she could have
attack...
been lying to me, so.
I'm gonna attack the frog, then.
Okay.
My insight is not good. Well, my insight's at 1.
Okay, so
There's
that's 2.
1. Where am I? 2 and 3. So that's 8 on the frog.
Alright. So you launch out real quick, and these missiles are shooting in between the vines and the thick leaves and just the canopy in general of this thicket that you have entered. All of them manage to make their way through and smack into the frog. Now, it smacks the frog so hard. Let's see if he is able to keep a hold or not. He actually releases her, and he kind of
Good.
falls to the ground and looks around confused real quick. Right. And I take it that's the end of your turn?
Yep. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. And Bandit, the big guy, takes a step towards you. Now, Harkon, you can go ahead and use your reaction to burn an attack against him.
Boop. Oh,
Oof.
great.
Uh-oh. Let's see how bad that is. Oh, not too bad. Alright, so you come forward as he's running at you, and you just kind of overextend a little bit, and he easily dodges your attack, and you kind of leave your back exposed. So his first attack is going to have advantage on you, but his second
Yay.
will not. So, first he reaches out with the dagger in his left hand, which is, I think, going to hit you. Yeah, 20
Yes.
will hit. For 5 points of piercing damage. You're also
Yeah.
raging, so that is only 2 points of piercing damage. So I'll subtract that. And then he reaches across with his scimitar afterward, puts him a little off balance, hence why he doesn't have advantage on this one. And this time, you kind of recoil, and you just throw your shield up, and as he swipes across with his scimitar, you just kind of bash it out of the way. He just kind of goes, "Ah!" at you.
It's like, why are you so angry?
'Cause I'm pissed! That's what it says. And now it is Giant Lizard. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw real quick?
Sorry, I was muted. Con save coming up. 21.
Nice. You successfully actually managed to allow this poison to kind of incorporate inside of your blood as you are the lizard, and you feel your saliva starts getting a little tangy is the best way to put it, but it doesn't seem
Got
to
that
be
Memphis spit. I got that
you.
Memphis bite.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be affecting you anymore.
All right. Do I still have movement?
You have movement, but your action was to combat the poison, which is apparently assimilated inside of your giant lizard.
Nice. Hopefully
boy.
permanently. 'Cause that would be badass.
Uh,
I'll spend 5, 10, 15. You said my movement wasn't halved anymore?
No, it's not halved anymore.
And then I'll move 15 feet to right here. And it was my action to fight the poison. So this is as far as I can move.
Okay. And Eric, it's your turn.
Murder.
Okay. Are you gonna do reckless attack or anything, or just go for it?
Sure. Let's reckless attack. Why not?
Oof.
Dear God, I fucking suck.
So you basically kind of take a big step forward, kind of bash him a little bit with your shield, and you expected that to set him off balance. You take a big swing right then with your battle axe, and he kind of puts his dagger up, and surprisingly, with his dagger, he kind of lifts it up, and it knocks your battle axe, and it goes right over his head, and he kind of laughs at you. He's like, "Come on, give me a goddamn challenge."
Little do you
try.
know, he's about to get charged by a fucking lizard next turn.
Yeah, he hasn't noticed you yet. Alright, you want to move away or anything, Eric, or you want to stay there?
Nah, stay there.
Okay. This frog is going to reach out and try to attack her again.
I'm right here, by the way. I just moved so I could see what was going on.
Gotcha. The frog jumps and pretty much completely misses. He whiffs his attack. She just kind of easily sidesteps him. Now it's her turn, and she's going to disengage. 10. And she actually runs all the way up to here. She is taking off. And it is Flork's turn.
Alright, how does this frog look to me?
He looks
is that?
pretty wounded. A lot of his skin was kind of torn open from your attacks right now. On a scale of 1 to 18, he looks about an 8.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll just use. I'm gonna be boring. I use. You know what? I'm gonna use magic missile again because I thought of something funny to say.
Okay.
Of course, now it's gonna. Okay.
Yay!
So I'm gonna fire magic missile and I'm gonna punctuate them. The first one, I'm gonna say, "Would you like some magic missile? You may like them. You will see. You will like them in a tree."
Oh my God, that's so fan-fucking-tastic.
Your magic
I wasted
missile, the first one, kind of shoots out, and it gets underneath him and kind of lifts him up basically onto his hind legs, and he kind of turns and looks at you as the next one crashes center mass into his gut, and it actually lifts him off the ground about 5 feet. And the last one smacks directly into his gut again, and it just kind of opens up, and he actually lands and flies into the tree.
Sweet.
And all of his guts kind of spill out into the water, and it's just a giant, nasty, bloody mess. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's gross.
Oh.
Why did it do that? That was weird.
This man severed some Sahagin and ate it. You think he thinks this is gross?
Yeah, I was gonna say Florg's actually like making sure nobody's looking, and he's licking his lips.
Okay. And you gonna move or do anything after your turn?
That frog looks pretty like it's not gonna get washed away.
No, it's stuck in the tree.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go. How come I can't move my guy? There we go. There we go. 5. That guy's still.
So moving in these trees is hazardous terrain. It will cost you 10 feet to move 1 square rather than 5.
Okay, well I gotta get out of here. So right here, and then that's 2. So I could probably move another 10, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move up here just so I can, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, perfect. And Now it is the bandit captain's turn.
Yeah, just fucking crit me already. Jiminy Christmas.
He kind of starts running around you a little bit, and he reaches out with his dagger. And that
23
attack
hits.
is gonna miss. No, it's a 10. No, he doesn't have advantage.
I'm reckless attacking. Yeah, he has advantage.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take 6 points.
3.
Oh, 3. You're right, actually, yeah. 3 points of damage, and then he reaches out with his scimitar. And meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
For 3 more points of slashing damage. So he kind of comes up quick, and he's trying to cut deep into you, but you're just so pissed off and hungry right now that his weapons aren't even able to actually, with a good effect, cut into you, is the best way to put it. And then he kind of looks at you, and he just kind of laughs, and he takes a step back, and he's like, "Bring it!" So you can make a reaction attack on him if you want to.
Yes, please. It's not the end of my turn, so I'm technically still reckless attacking?
You are, yes.
Okay.
There it is. Not that you needed it.
No.
13 points of damage. So he asked for it, and you finally gave it to him.
Yay!
He kind of like puts both his weapons out, and he's trying to intimidate you. Is kind of like a tactic. And he takes a step back. He's like, "You could at least hit me." And then you actually do. You take it, you kind of swing up, and as you do, you get a big, just thick cut right across his rib cage, going up above to about his right shoulder. And he actually kind of stops for a second and looks at it, and then he looks at you, and his eyes kind of just narrow down as he stares at you. The last thing he's expecting is about a giant lizard to jump out of the bush and attack him. So
We're just gonna move 20 feet. A sudden trumping of hands as this lizard comes barreling down out of the suddenly out of the woods, and I make it there, and I'm out of range. Oh, that's painful. I spend my action to dash.
wait. Hold on. Where were you?
That's not fun.
I was right. Well, I can't move. Hang on, I can move around this shit. I was right here.
So that'd be
So it took 25 to get to. Right.
25, 30.
Don't you have reach as a large creature?
No, I don't
No.
think. But I was moving there. I was trying not to move through the brush space. I figured that'd be difficult terrain.
No, you're good. You can make an attack from
Oh.
right here.
Yeah. Now another question I had. Since you were talking all this about, Memphis saliva, should I add acid damage to my bite attack?
I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, if this character sheet wants to be work for me here. Hang on, my sheet's on some bullshit. There we go. Bite. That's a crit fail.
Oh God. And it sucks because he moved away from Eric too. Otherwise that'd have been a hit. When you accidentally succeed as the DM. So you come bumbling around the corner and you see this guy, and your first instinct is to just try to jump forward and bite him, and he actually hears you coming, and as you're running and charging on boop, 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 you kind of jump forward. He actually kind of swaps places with you, if that makes sense, and he kind of dives underneath you. You wind up right there. Your attack misses, and you will definitely, you're not going to want to move on your next turn, but if you did, it would give you half movement, because you have to basically, you're prone, let's put it that way. And if he attacks you, he has advantage on the attack.
Alright.
And Eric's turn.
So if I move here, do I have advantage on him? Or no? No,
Move
because my
where?
body's pro.
Like here?
Here.
You do, yes. Just another ally within 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I will just murder him then. The axe, and hopefully don't fuck up.
That's a hit.
God, I fucking suck at rolling.
So you come up, basically he's standing back up, and you just kind of see your opportunity for a quick shot. You do kind of a sweeping right arc, and you get him right across the right thigh. Pretty deep. You cut real good into his muscle. And
Why are you not as strong as I?
this bandit right here starts just making a break for it, trying to get around you guys. It looks like she's trying to head for the exit. She gets to right here, and the bandit leader guy just kind of looks over. He's like, "Kai, get over here and help me." She just looks at him and kind of laughs. She's like, "You don't pay me enough for that. I'm out. Fuck you." And she just continues to try to run off. So she makes it to about right there. And Flork's turn.
Alright, let's see. Can't move there. I don't really have any good movement places to go to. I could move here. I'm gonna try to do another I'm gonna try to tackle her.
Okay. So,
You want a strength check?
yep, straight
You have
strength.
It's a saving throw. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So you run up and you tackle her so hard as she's kind of running. It's like a football. And when you land, you have her pinned, where basically you're like straddling her. You have her left arm and her right arm like pinned with yours up above. And she's looking at you, and her eyes are just big. She was not expecting that. And you totally 100% professionally just pinned this girl to the ground. And she kind of has...
Go ahead.
She kind of has a bit of a smirk on her face, and she's like, "Well, I wasn't expecting that."
Don't take any offense. I don't mean it personal.
The giant wizard gives a wink. just a big leathery flappy eye here, as it just winks. He can't
I
form a
think
grin
that's-
with this.
I
But
think-
you feel like Scooter. You know what Scooter do.
That's it, yeah. She
I
just
think that's the end of my turn.
like, "Oh no, don't tie me up," she says.
Just the whole, I think you'll like my green sausage.
And the bandit
Green
captain
sausage.
is actually, he's gonna reach out and try to attack the lizard right now. Now, he has advantage on his attacks.
Do it. He'll probably hit me regardless. The lizard has shit AC. 18 hits.
So that's 7 damage for the dagger. The
Alright.
scimitar is also a hit
Yep.
for 4 points of slashing damage. So 11 total.
Doesn't he get a second attack or a third one with the scimitar?
Nope.
I thought it was 2 with the scimitar, 1 with the dagger for a bandit captain.
It normally is, but I'm adjusting things.
Got it.
Yep, so the bandit captain reaches out with a couple quick strikes. He actually cuts you really, really deep. That hurt really bad, but you know all you have to do is shapeshift back into a human, then it doesn't hurt anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's your turn.
I spend half my movement to stand up
Okay.
and spin around, and I'm going for another bite. That is Scott's sheet, not the wizard's. 17?
Yep, that's a hit.
3 piercing plus whatever acid. And that means I roll a 1 on damage.
Yay!
Alright, so you bite into him super deep, and you actually hear him kind of scream, and his scream goes from super loud to kind of, ah! And he kind of like, his eyes glass over for a second, and then he like looks left to right, and he starts thrashing again. It appears he fought off the poison. Now, Eric, it's your turn.
Murder.
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 That's a hit.
Murder more better! God damn it.
-8. That's good damage for level 3,
Yeah.
though. So you reach out, Eric, and as he's kind of recovering from that attack, he just kind of puts his dagger up out of the blue, and it manages to kind of subvert most of the attack, but it still gets a big slash across his back. The other benefit is that you knock the dagger out of his hand, so all he has is the scimitar now. And he looks pissed.
Would you just die so I could eat you?
What does she want to do? Hold on.
What does she want? Wrap her legs around the sexy half-orc?
Oh, no shit.
What's happening?
Oh no! Help! I can't get away.
So, this is really funny. So Flork, as you're sitting there like straddling, holding her, pinning her to the ground, she just kind of goes limp, and she's like, "Fine, have your way with me."
Gosh.
You brigand! Oh, I can't believe you would do this to me. Oh, what if someone's watching? And she just turns beet red.
Ugh.
This is fucked!
That was a nat 20 that she rolled, so...
A nat 20 on what?
Just to see how she was gonna react, a low would be
Persuasion?
like she's pissed, and a high would be she's like... I don't know. I thought that'd be funny, so...
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Alright.
Ugh.
And... yeah, she doesn't even
Yeah,
struggle,
yeah.
she just goes limp. Flork, it's your turn. How do you react?
Ooh, take her hard.
Am I
Never
able
eaten elf before.
If I'm... is there a way, like, she's
submissive.
if she's not struggling, is there a way I can, like, keep a knee on her while doing a ranged attack on the bandit?
Yeah, but I will say that you'll have disadvantage on the attack if you try that. And if it rolls really low, you run into a threat of hitting your teammates.
Okay.
Yeah, like, there is a giant ass lizard in the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
I would just focus on smooching her.
Hey man, so sometimes you got a rope. Maybe finish the restraint and also maybe get a little kinky.
Yeah.
Actually, I 100% don't have a rope is the problem.
Oh dear God, you don't have an explorer's pack?
I'm a wizard. If you haven't
could
noticed,
still
I'm
have
not
an
even...
explorer's pack.
My character does not... It barely qualifies as an adventurer. He just was out... He was trying to go to a nice
barely
place
a
to-
wizard. He reads Dr. Seuss for his spellbooks.
He found this on accident to start with. That's the only reason he was here.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just like... Oh
Just
my God.
start your passion for Dr. Seuss. Just start reading.
Start persuading her with your passion. Seduce her with the Seuss.
Oh, you want me to...
Seduce her.
Oh, you guys are gonna
Yes.
hate this. You guys
She's
are gonna
like-
hate this.
Oh, tell me about your green eggs and ham. Yes, Sam, I
Yeah.
am.
Hold on. I gotta find the... Okay.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, nope, I found the right... Say, in the dark, here in the dark, would you, could you, in the dark? That's...
She just kind of like looks at you, her head kind of cocks to the side, and she's like,
No, that's...
but it's not dark here. We should go somewhere dark.
I should...
Oh boy.
Oh boy. What is her...
Just drag her 5 feet into the woods. Then.
I can't... Yeah,
He's gonna get shanked.
I was thinking... I
His
can't
wife's
really,
gonna
like...
kill him.
Oh yeah, you have a wife, don't you?
I do happen to have one of those, yes.
That doesn't matter in D&D.
Wait, in D&D or out of game?
No, in real life.
Ah.
That's why he was talking about the redhead earlier, whose
Oh,
name
yeah.
happened to be Keisha.
Yeah.
That's his wife's
Um,
name.
Ah.
And
I just
and
modeled
she's
the
a
character
redhead.
after her.
Boy, I usually like to do quick, efficient turns, but I have no idea. So I can't just like...
play it, bro. Role play
I
it.
know!
Maybe he's in
You're
shock.
subduing her, and then we can talk to her after we murder the guy.
Yeah, I do want to subdue her, but I can't like just... If I punch her in the face, it's going to take like 5 turns of punching before she gets
right.
knocked
I
out.
would say she's subdued right now. She's not trying
Yeah,
to fight.
Or 5 turns
Right.
of punching until she gets
Yeah.
turned on.
Just keep
How
grabbing
freaky
her.
she is.
Alright, I'm
Straddled
just
his
going
Do
to
own.
another grapple attack just to get it tighter. Just say you want to get it tighter. Just feel.
Jesus.
No,
Maybe go
I'm
from
gonna-
the arms to
your
the neck,
passion.
you know?
I'm going to take the disadvantage and do...
Oh man, that's not fun.
Okay, the attack on the bandit captain.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go
Yeah,
ahead and roll
I'm going
it.
to go ahead and use my crossbow on this one. There we go.
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
Just
Well-
one hand's like, hold on a sec.
So unfortunately,
Yeah.
your attack barely misses. He's kind of reeling from the last attacks right now, and your arrow, you were locked on to pretty much his temple, and he kind of shot his head back, and it grazed the top of his head. A thin line of blood was left.
Okay.
And it's his turn now. He is going to go ahead and attempt to disengage and start running away. He gets to about right here, and he failed his con save. So he kind of falls, not so much unconscious, but collapses onto the ground. And Giant Lizard's turn. All attacks against him, if you wish to make them, will be guaranteed critical hits, considering he is incapacitated for the next turn.
I don't feel like
Lizard's
we should
gonna
kill...
run up to here.
I don't feel like we should kill him for no reason. Perhaps he has information. Or we can get a deal from him for his
Murder.
life.
Murder. Murder.
All you hear from the lizard is like just the hissing. He is not happy with this guy as is. So
Oh wait, actually, a more important question, Chef Harkon. Have you ever had bandit, Captain?
Maybe?
Well, murder then.
He's raging right now, so all you hear is ooka chaka, ooka chaka. Everyone needs to get inside of him.
I'm hooked on a season.
Alright, so what are you doing? Are you attacking?
oh, this is fun. Okay, it's a guaranteed critical. You said, right?
Yeah.
I'm torn on killing him or not because I have something really funny I want to do if I do kill him.
Kill him!
Yeah.
Do it. Just kill him.
So you know how when like a Komodo dragon like picks up its prey, it just shakes its head back and forth, slapping it
Yes,
against the ground?
please, please.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, okay, good thing it's a auto crit, because I got the wrong kind of crit.
Oh, God.
Let's roll that damage. So it would be
12.
Yeah. Should I roll it twice for that extra number?
Wait, no, that'd be 14. 14.
It'd be 14. So I do 14 damage. Is that enough to kill?
So, you guys saw that scene where, in the original Avengers, Hulk grabs a hold of Loki?
Yes.
Yes.
That's kind of what he's doing with his mouth. Just whack, 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 whack.
Yes.
Back and forth.
Tenderize that meat.
And then he releases him, and he kind of flies back over this way, like 25 feet. And he just kind of skids on the ground. Now, you definitely see his chest is still rising. He's breathing, so he's not dead. But he doesn't look like he's going to be waking up anytime soon. It is now Harkon's turn.
Yeah, we're gonna all abandon the yeah. We're gonna two-handed critical this motherfucker. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's...
Boom.
So, the way that I deal criticals, Eric, is your first die is maxed, and then the next die is whatever you rolled first. So on that, you rolled 12 points of slashing, and that's a D10, so that's 22 points. But you have Savage Attacker. So I need you to roll another D10. You can do /R space D10, however you want to work it.
Okay, it's right here in this cute little thing. I think I can just do that.
Oh. 25 points damage. Eric, how do you want to kill him?
It's like, that lizard is mine to eat, and now I shall taste your friend with just a lick, and slash. Coming down, double hand butcher, my axe/butcher knife on his head.
Okay, perfect. He is decapitated extremely well. Just, I mean, the amount of blood is like borderline. It's disgusting. It's so gross. There's so much.
There's got to be blood everywhere from the fact that I basically picked him up by like the side or the shoulders or some shit and just shook him around for a good bit.
Oh yeah, he's totally. Yeah, his head's gone. You probably hit it so hard it hit the speed of sound and just dissolved.
It's like that equation for like that someone did it. How hard you have to slap a raw chicken to cook it.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah.
And I think the end
A
result was
lot.
like 357 miles an hour, or no, 357,000 miles an hour of a speed of slap to cook chicken in one slap.
And then, right after this happens, the blood kind of shoots up toward this woman who is being pinned by Florg, and she just kind of looks up at Florg and she's like, "So, can I go?"
If I like roll off her and let her up, is she gonna run away?
I don't know. You have
Who
to find
knows?
out.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Then it's like, well, what is your business?
It used to be banditry, but I'm open for employ now. Hi, my name's Kai. Very pleased to meet you.
I still have to lick her.
Don't let him lick me, please. He's creepy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab her by the universal woman's weak spot on her upper arm and bring her over here to these guys so we can talk.
You mean her boob?
No, her upper arm. Have you ever seen that? No, it's a TV tropes. Because the only way, like the only way
I know what
you
you're
can,
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, you grab them by the upper arm because that's the only way you can grab a woman, without making it look terrible.
Really?
Okay, so you want to drag her over here? Okay, she comes
Oh,
willingly.
like walk her over, like just in a way that she can't. Like if she runs away, she's gonna be on the ground again.
She just kind of like looks at you. She's like, "Do you think
Would
the
she
sight
need?
of
Would she not be
blood
like
offends me?"
wanting to try to make that with the lizard right there?
Wait, say that again.
Yeah.
I was basically saying
She's
this
under
giant
the
lizard is
effects
still right
of
here,
Of the ooh baby.
Oh yeah.
under the effects of the Blorglist.
Well, let's see. I'll just ask you guys. What do we want Kai to come with us, or do we want to just let her scamper off?
Fuck yeah, I'll hire her. We must feed her. She's the new subject for feeding.
Oh, you
Okay.
have food. I do enjoy some nice Dampa meals. What can you prepare for me? Should I
So
call you chef?
Oh, okay. Okay, here's what you gotta do. You gotta
Sims.
What do you have?
No. So Harkon, you need to make up some food, and I will serve it to her, or I'll offer it to her.
Well, yeah, we're gonna
Sims.
take.
No, yeah.
Dear
Anyway,
Lord.
just do it.
What can I take from like this area though? Or
If
can
you
I just
are-
pull something random from my sack of horrors?
Eric, you can just roll cooking, and I can roleplay it if you want me to.
Well, let's roll cooking, and we'll say we got it from my sack of horrors. Is it intelligence or is it wisdom?
It's intelligence.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's based on situation, I think, because you could roll cooking strength if you're trying to tenderize meat or something like that.
So I would like to just think, hold on a minute, and I'm just like running around, like grabbing shit, anything I can get. It'll just.
Well, luckily you have the tool, so you have advantage on that check, and that's a nat 20.
Oh.
Ooh.
So here goes Cook or Harkon. He's about
He
to
actually
earn.
makes something good.
He's about to earn his title. Now he runs down to the water, right? The water's edge, and there's all these plants and weird, just different types of fauna that are growing, and he's picking individual flowers, like petals, off of them. And as he does, he actually puts them in his mouth and starts chewing on them. Then he starts digging, and he pulls a root up, smells it, goes, ha! And then he throws it in the water, digs a little deeper, pulls another root up. He's like, oh, there's some ginger. He runs back over, and he actually makes it up to this tree. He scales up it like a master. There's a small little, like, fruit at the very top of this tree. Now, it's all green. Most people know all green fruit, you don't eat it. He knows that this actually happens to be the rarest form of kumquat. He pulls 6 off. Eric, you might want to make note that you have 5 indigenous kumquats.
Ooh.
Now, you take all of this, you pull out your cooking kit, whatever you want to call it, your supplies, and you start whisking kind of everything together. You're mashing, you pull out your mortar and pestle, you pull a little bit of salt out that you had in your bag, a little bit of Rhodesian peppers, too. You mix it together and you get this weird paste. Now you walk over to one of the frogs, and you just chop right on its back, and completely in one cut, which is very impressive, split it right in half. You're very careful to kind of separate the skin, as to make sure that you don't actually get any of the fluid that it produces, the secretion on you. And you manage to fold the skin up into like a small bag, that the back skin that has a secretion. You kind of put it off to the side. You take the back strap from the frog, and you kind of rub it in this mixture that you had. And then you walk over, and you kind of start grabbing a little bit of firewood and everything together. And you light a little bit of a fire. You actually ask, of course, our venerable wizard, Florg, to, hey, could you light this for me? And he does. Whoosh, lights on fire. You walk over and you grab the perfect stick. It has to be a ginger root stick. And you shove the meat through it, and you sear this over the fire, twisting ever so slightly at the proper degree, approximately 13.2 degrees every 4.75 seconds. How you know these numbers, you don't know. You just know that's what it has to be. And when you're done, this meat is just dripping with succulent juices.
Ooh.
It just smells so good. And you walk over, and you stand in front of her with it.
Wait. Can I do this part?
Absolutely.
Can I do this? Okay, I want to offer it to her, and I'm gonna say, would you, could you, with a wizard? Would you, could you, with a lizard?
I have it muted, but I fucking die.
All right,
Good shit.
Daniel, I'm giving you inspiration for that.
Yes.
And she just kind of looks over at the lizard and sighs, and she looks at you and she's like, well, it depends. Are you a wizard?
I am indeed a wizard.
Oh, interesting. And she reaches for the meat.
Which meat?
The cooked
Two-hand.
Okay. Does she like it?
And she takes a small bite, and it's like an episode of anime when someone bites into something that is so good. Her
I'm
eyes
waiting
just...
for her clothes to
whoosh.
explode.
Oh yeah, it's just like Food Wars. Her shitty matched leather armor just shatters off of her, and she stands there in her underbreeches, and she doesn't even care. And she just takes another bite, and her eyes are just like... Now, first off, she looks over at you, at Harkon, and her eyes are just like, I have never tasted anything as delicious. How is this even possible? The flavors, it reminds me of my grandmother's cooking mixed with murder. It's just so delicious. She looks back over, and she looks at Florg, and she's like, I don't think I can ever... And she actually drops down to a knee. And now, she's an elf. And she presents her right hand kind of palm up as she takes another bite of the meat and just kind of swallows it really quick. She's like, I offer you my service for the rest of my life. Thank you for saving me.
Is this the... I think she's offering this to Florg.
Are we also
Yeah,
are we out of
it's a floor.
combat? Can we-
Okay.
Yeah, we're out of combat.
Okay, so above the table, I feel this is a bit unfair to Harkon, though.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm all
Okay.
like,
Why is my token so small?
tiny boy?
I'm a lad.
There you go.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have to write that down. And then I fucking...
And you have 4
Now,
or 5 more of those
remember,
blocks to
you can
recreate that
remake.
meal.
Yeah, you can remake this recipe now, Eric.
All right, with the DC-10. That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
But
I'll take her.
I can't make it to the same quality every time, though.
No, you just remake
Yeah,
it
yeah.
in general. That was the perfect meal. But yeah,
Do
you
we
guys,
get a bonus? Do we get a bonus for eating this meal?
if you can pry it away from Kaya, probably, because she's kind of
Okay.
hoarding it.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm gonna take her hand and lift her up and be like, okay, I guess we are buddies for life now. As they
Butt
say.
buddies forever.
She's like,
B-
perfect.
BBF.
She kind of does a little bow, and she's like, my name is Kaya. That's the first time I've ever done a wedding ceremony with someone, so that's very exciting.
I think that there has.
That's that. I'm all like, What? Another feast must be had!
And she's like, no, that's a joke. That's not a wedding. I wanted to make this funny and uncomfortable. Sorry, I succeeded too well. No, anyway, yeah, I pledged myself to your guys' cause. So, what's your cause? Hi, what are you guys doing up here? Because being a bandit sucks. I'd rather be like a pirate or something cool, or go out and like work every day. By the way, this is how I talk. I don't really have the Dappa accent that I like to throw in sometimes, but it's fun to fuck with people. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm definitely adding silence to my next set of spells. No,
I am on a quest to eat everything and make the most gourmet meals there ever were.
Oh, wonderful. Perfect. Count me in. I'm in. I'm so in.
As far as I can tell, I think our quest is to accumulate more alcohol than we can possibly drink in our lifetime.
You watch her eyes get so big.
By the way, is she still just in her undergarment?
Yeah, and she's totally
Scott
fine.
Scott throws her his winter blanket.
She kind of like looks at it and she's like, "Why? It's hot out here." And she throws the blanket back at you. She's pretty fit.
And puts it in his bag.
She's pretty fit.
I'm sorry, what?
Fit.
Okay, fit. I thought you said thick.
Oh, she's thick in the good way.
Ooh.
Good shit. You got a good one, Florg.
We need to find her some.
That noise? I
That
know.
was
That was
a
perfect
raptor.
timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to find this girl some level 20 armor, if you know what I mean.
My charisma is not good.
All right. Cool. Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and this is gonna be the end of this session right here.
Say what? I lagged a bit.
Oh no, I was gonna say this is gonna be the end of the session. We're gonna assume that you guys, along with Kaya,
Looted all the stuff.
Yeah, you guys loot pretty much whatever you guys can. You successfully managed to get enough files, and when we start again, whenever we play next, either tomorrow or the day after, whenever it works for everybody, we will go ahead and we'll jump in at the Shaman Hut. Everybody will be there awaiting your triumphant return, not expecting that you guys have a new ally with you.
Who's naked?
In underwear, yes.
2 new allies!
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, and Harkon.
So 2 things I want to do. I can either send this to you, but one, if I can do a quick nature check around here to see if I find anything interesting that I can sort through later, and then 2, I want to between now and the next session, if possible, unless I need to make more reputation with the turtle, if I can get sit and learn a spell from her.
Possibly you'll have to ask her because, like I said, you haven't actually gone back yet. But we'll work.
Okay.
You know, we'll talk about that. We'll get it figured
so
out.
much money, Mr. Person.
All right. Can I get a nature check around here though?
Yeah,
For
sure.
anything?
Go ahead. Give me a nature check. We'll assume you kind of walk around in the meantime. Oof.
So bad at this.
You managed to find
Nothing.
some more ginger root. That's about it.
Okay, I'll just put that in with. Thank you.
Can I survival? Survival for stuffs for forage.
Eric, I'll just tell you what like meats and everything
okay.
you get around here.
Oh yeah, that's good.
All right, cool. Well, I am going to stop the recording right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome. That was a
Oh
good
wait,
session.
you record these?
Yeah!
Yeah, he put up the last one. You didn't see that?
No, where?
I'll show you. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, send us a link or something.
Oh hell.
Okay.
It's in the
yeah.
Discord, I thought.
Our Discord, not theirs. I'll link it over. Anyway,
Okay.
bye everybody.